Alrighty, good evening everyone. It is time for the Final Fantasy Randomizer bonus race for our Winter Tournament 2024. I'm Jay Scheidel. Joining us in the booth tonight is Oslotto and ADR. Good evening, you two.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome. At least, well, that's good 3/4 of the whole planning committee right there.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, we were the planning committee for this atrocity or lovely thing, whichever you prefer. We were joined by Mr. Fizzlebeef, but he's not here with us in comms tonight.
He is not. He is with us in spirit, though. No question about that.
Always. I think I heard something D&D tonight, whatever.
Always. Hey, I would never begrudge a man his chance to play D&D.
Excuses.
But yeah, we'd like to welcome you all to what would be our closing race pre-show, followed by our fun little bonus race. This should be a very entertaining night. We have a very interesting flag set. We're going to have a 4-person run on stream. This is going to be great, but I will hand it over to Mr. Scheidel to give us the lowdown of a little bit behind this great winter tournament that we're going to close out tonight.
Oh my. Well, for those of you who don't know, I was digging through the archives yesterday a little bit. Did you realize that our winter tournament committee planning started in October? This has been 5 months. It's been amazing, but we started on October 18th of last month, figuring out what's going on. I've seen a little bit in chat going on here about the Gundam theme and whatnot. I kid you not, it took us 7 messages in that chat to get the Gundam theme.
Yeah, it did, and I believe I was yelled at by Fizzle himself for selecting the wrong robot on the application form.
You were. I don't remember what robot you chose, but...
Warmech.
Oh, you did that one. Okay.
Of course I did that one.
So, for those of you who don't know, on the application, Fizzle threw a really just dumb, off-the-wall joke on what is your favorite robot. Yeah.
He puts it on. Technically, he puts it on every application.
ADR. What? You remember what yours was?
I put the Space Leo from Gundam Wing. I had an action figure of it that had so many cool accessories. I love it.
So, that all started. So we started by talking about just that stupid question that then led to everything. And then, yeah, I kid you not, it was 5 messages when Fizzle said that I was banned from anything ever again. And then 7 messages before Danny said, is the committee made up of Gundam fans? We have a theme. Yeah.
I mean, I had another idea floating around in my head, but I wasn't going to disturb it. The Gundam theme, it worked for me.
It was great.
It's pretty good. I mean,
yeah.
To be fair, I would have, being the type of person in the group that had no idea about Gundams at all.
So you were pretty
I had no idea.
ignorant to that conversation?
I had no idea.
That's awesome.
No, I will.
I have no clue about him. Yes.
Fully admit, no idea what was going on. I'm glad that Dark Moon is with me on that one. No idea. Nope. I remember the show growing up vaguely, but
yeah.
I never really watched it.
I remember watching it after school before I did my paper route when I was like in middle school, junior high. That was how I knew when it was time to go deliver papers after it was done.
I guess that's a fair way of doing it. That was never something that I really could do.
But yeah, so that we figured out in like the first day, and then we actually got to work crafting flags and whatnot. So I'm just kind of going through our chat here. Oh my!
Oh, there was
for those of you.
oh boy, let's keep that PG there, Jay.
For for those of you who will never see the winter tournament chat, like it was crazy. I think there were a couple times that Darkman came in and just went, "Yeah, I'm out now. Bye."
Wouldn't be the first time that that's happened, no.
It was great, but but yeah, we ended up throwing out some ideas, trying to figure out stuff. Looking on it, I think pretty much everything was one of our ideas. I'm down a little bit here, and the only things that we were like officially, if you want to call it, banned from was like entrance shuffle, transmove, and spellcrafter.
Yes.
Spellcrafter.
Yeah,
Anything else, it was like go ham. Oh.
So
ADR?
one of my first drafts of the flags, I really wanted to go in on unrunnables, and I think I put 60%, and that's when they looked down and they're like, yeah, that's a bit much.
I think we went, okay, now, come on, nope.
But
I know
one-
we
one-
played around- Yeah, go.
Well, one of my design goals was to have an endurance feel a little bit more like vanilla. And specifically, I had Earth Cave in mind a lot. I want Earth Cave to feel like a dangerous dive that you might consider walking out of. And, I think we actually did achieve that.
Yeah. I can't remember how many low-level earth dives I did, and I've never reset out of carry this many times. Carry's always been like my easy, okay, yeah, I can kill her no matter what. Nope, not this time.
It's a fool's endeavor there. You never know what Carrie's going to have for you.
Oh my.
But, I mean, if we're looking back on how this flag set went, there's only one memory that counts, right?
Uh-oh.
That is the infamous Jay Scheidel Woobear round 1 quad match with the chaos from nowhere coming out and just beating down all of our runners.
I think that was a 40-minute seed with an hour chaos.
It was an insane chaos, and we remember that the other two runners on stream were running Thief White Mage, and they beat both of you and Woo Bear while you were running full parties.
They semi-memed, but because of that, they had the levels and endurance to get through, while we both went just fast and then hit the brick wall hard.
Well, when I calmed that race, and we said the first person to get through that with a living white mage for those two other runners was going to do it, and that's exactly how it went down.
That was a memory I did not need again.
Oh, it was, you know what? Yeah, I found that to be one. That was that was good. Like, you knocked off the number 1 seed in that one, sir.
Yeah, and then got proceeded to get knocked off the next round myself.
That did happen, yes.
Oh, speaking of that, we want to talk about the upper lower bracket at all. We kind of shook things up a little bit this year. It was fun.
It was actually quite good. I thought that was a really good idea.
I know I'll take the blame or whatever that I kind of pushed for the lowest bracket, and what I wanted to happen happened. We had someone fall into the lowest bracket and then come through and win the whole dang thing. Like, chance for redemption, yeah?
Yep. It was great. I have to admit that, I found myself down there too, and I'm looking at my competition thinking, oh God, this is bad. This is going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, I see for spoilers, if anyone doesn't know who wins the race, you might want to stop right here. But yeah, I see for Pickles, our champion, 4 upper brackets and 5 lower brackets until the finals. So that is definitely a fight back.
Absolutely, it was. It was quite good, actually. I rather enjoyed watching and just seeing, like, holy crap, this is how it's going.
Oh yeah. Oh, I am skimming through our chats like really, really fast, and we got sidetracked a lot.
Oh yeah, that's just a given though.
I love it.
Oh yeah, we had some really interesting conversations. The biggest one I think was actually this race right here. To figure out what we were going to do, because there was a lot of debate, which was fair, between exactly what it is that we want it to run for our runners. And I think I gotta say I like the idea that we came up with of letting them decide their own fate.
Oh yeah, like if you haven't paid attention to our general chat in our Discord recently, Will Bloodworth kind of did the history of the bonus race, and
Big shout out to Will for
we
that.
finished up with all the solo classes, and so we are trying to find whatever spiritual successor or some way to still pay homage to it, but move on. So yeah, we've been talking about this thing for a month and a half, something like that.
It has been quite the adventure, that's for sure. And the initial idea of attempting a transmoog was definitely not probably going to be the greatest thing we've ever done.
Oh, it's the bonus race. Is it supposed to be the greatest thing we've ever done?
Well, no.
For those of you who are curious, the reason why we put that out is that would have given us another 12 years or so of solo classes if we wanted to continue that in a spiritual successor.
Sure would have.
As you guys all voted and as we checked, it's time to move on. We're hoping to find a way to still celebrate the tournament, make it a fun end, but move to something new.
Yeah, and this is definitely what you would consider to be rather new.
Yeah. So, ADR, you're the one who kind of posted stuff about it, but you want to go through what exactly we did?
Well, we made up a list of potential optional flags that we could use, and then we went ahead and had the community vote on which ones they wanted to do. And it's in the spirit of when you do 1v1, if both races agree to a particular flag, you can turn it on. And we had a list of possibilities that some races would do, like trap chests, forced parties, etc. And we did something somewhat similar here, just with a little bit more spice added because it's a bonus race. And the results of that poll, let me pull up now. Well, we voted to up the number of shards. In the main event we did 28, we're going up to 36. We turned on shuffling chime access. That's going to be fun. We could bonk off a town. Who knows which town it'll be. We'll have to go find a chime to get in. The people voted down a change of encounter rate. I'm glad they did. Those encounters can get crazy. But we turned on buffed pirates and Astos and shuffled that Astos up. So, oh, the pirates are usually an easy win. Who knows what we're going to do this time. Of course, we turned on required war mech. How could you not in a big robot battle war? Alt Fiends just barely scraped by being turned on. That's going to be interesting. Especially because we tend to take Fiends at lower levels in these flags. So we might have to think about strategizing how to defeat those Alt Fiends, or just adds it out and forget about it. We'll see what happens in the game. A bit of a surprise to me, Sat RNG was a fan favorite that was requested over and over again, but when it came up to the vote, 56% said nope, but Confused Old Men got turned on, a big majority there at 73%. One of our devs did a Proc Gen Earth Cave feature this year. We thought about doing that, but the majority of people decided no, this isn't the time for that. I do encourage everyone though, give it a try, it is pretty cool.
It is. It's fun.
It can be until you discover that walking down one of those paths is the Giant's hallway, but it's not the Giant's hallway anymore.
It's just like vanilla, you gotta learn someday.
Oh, I learned because it was Frost D's and something horrible.
Yikes.
It wasn't great.
Well, a big thing here, we did have some party shenanigans when we're going to go a forced party with nuns, no black belt. Well, hopefully we'll get a thief. I know there's some players who very, very much would like to have a thief. The legendary Will Bloodworth is with us tonight in the race room. And we did decide to add a malice as well. In the original flags, there's all bonuses. And now we're going to add a malice to the classes, which means we can lose fun abilities. And then lastly, the loose placement flag. This is something we went back and forth on in the original planning. We started off at, I think it was spread, and then we switched to forward, And now in the votes, people decided to switch it again to chaotic. I don't really expect that to make a big difference in gameplay, but it'll be interesting to see where the items end up.
Yeah, so to talk about that for a little bit, because I know it was brought up at the very beginning of the tournament, I can't remember how many seeds and different ones that we went through trying to play around with that loose placement. And I think we figured out that at the end of the day, it was pretty similar between them all. But I'm interested to see what happens if it changes.
Yeah, I think we originally stated it as forward?
That sounds right.
And then we changed it. It was changed a few times.
I know we changed it once after we had given the flags, but before qualifiers. But we had changed it in the race in the planning room a couple of times before that, trying to figure out exactly what's best.
We did indeed.
Hey, we actually tested the flags once or twice at least.
That is true. That was done.
So you guys want to tell a story about how we ended up in Oops All Loose, but with the fetch quest incentives we ended up in?
Oh, I don't remember all of it. I remember pushing for a shard hunt because it's personally my favorite way to play, but I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. But yeah, what were the incentives?
The incentives are all the fetch quest items, and they will give you gear. And one of our thoughts with that was you don't have to go hunting those down to see if it's going to be valuable. So when you get adamant in a box, is that going to be your progression? You actually know for a fact, no it's not. It's going to be a useful item that you can go pick up later. And the gear is pretty important in these flags because you are low level so much of the time. So we had all the gear rolling up, and there's that incentive gear that we were hoping would make the fire look very good. Of course, Black Belt ended up being, if I remember the finals correctly, Pickles won with the Black Belt.
Okay, I was going to ask if Black Belt ever really got taken.
It was in fact used, and one of the big design trade-offs, you were looking at more shards would mean more pain for a Black Belt because they have to keep opening boxes. But at the same time, the fighter would have to go down and promote and go pick up all these other things. And almost how often late Canoe ended up in these seeds. When you got a slab, it was just like, that's just gonna be lugging that around for a while. No.
Yeah. I remember two things kind of going into that. I remember trying to make sure that any party would work and be fine, but I just lost my train of thought there. But it was in the shards. I know at one point we had it like randomized how many shards you would need, and that felt rough. Like it could have been anywhere between, I think it was 12 and 24 or something like that.
I think we had it higher than that, but yeah, we did have it for a long time being that way, where it was like, yeah, we're just gonna make it random, see what comes out of this mess.
And I remember saying I thought that could be really fun if it was random till you got into the game, but since you can read it on the title screen, meh.
True.
But the other one that I remember, since we were talking about incentive items, if we didn't fill the NPCs with items, it was possible that they would have an item that you might ignore. And so at one time, just the RNG placed like loot or key in Sarda that you wouldn't normally think about going there because, the NPCs don't have anything. But it randomly rolled something.
Yeah, I can tell you the number of times I did that.
So we wanted to make sure that it had something that you knew what it would be.
Yeah, it ended up being a somewhat original gimmick. I don't think we've ever done that in a flag set before.
Yeah, but the fetches weren't needed.
Now, would we do it again? I don't know. I thought it was interesting to play, but it's also been kind of played out.
It made things very interesting. I rather enjoyed it myself.
I think it made for a fun, different flag set that still had a lot of like strategy and stuff with it, but it still just had it's an interesting thing to do.
But speaking of a Shard Hunt, going Shard Hunt with that big experience boost, that ended up, I'm really happy with how that turned out. You get some low level early game, but then by late game you're still leveling up quickly enough that you're not, stopping for 15 minutes just to grind. And I think that was, a bit of a surprise in how well it worked.
Yeah, I know a lot of games that it took a little bit to get off the ground, and then you're like, oh, am I gonna get? Oh, I'm already level 20. How did I get here?
It did make for some interesting choices if you did happen to pop into a black belt of where you were going to do your grind.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know for the group that I play with a lot, like, we definitely got into that Topher grind. It's like, hey, I'm not going to worry about anything until I have all of my shards ready to go, and then we'll go. Whereas some others are like, hey, let's go ahead and do the walking grind, or I'm going to take this Aga 4 times while I'm here, type thing.
Well, if you're talking about people taking Topher grinds, we have to... I know who taught you that. Which, I believe that requires another story of our good friend Jay Shido being yelled at in chat by his mentor Fizzlebeef saying, "Stop holding up the sword." I don't think I've ever seen someone that live at about a sword before.
About holding up a defense item. I mean, come on.
Hey, he wanted you to swing. Swing for the fences, Jay. Swing for the fences.
Oh, it was fun. I think there's going to be so many memories and so many minutes from this tournament.
This tournament has been rather interesting, that's for sure. And I have to say, it was definitely very, very well attended.
Oh, yeah.
When are you guys gonna roll our seed?
Yes.
Hey, a lot of that's your job.
Yes, I know. Hey, I'm pulling double duty here. But you give me a minute, I'll get you a nice seed.
I'll let them know that you're coming. Thank you.
No worries.
Thanks, Lippy.
Yes, we will have to get ourselves a beautiful little seed ready to go.
Well, you go ahead and get that seed ready to go. I do have a couple things here. Just since you mentioned a lot of things and a lot of attendees with it, I did a little bit of math last night. So thank you, Danny and Dark Moon, for putting all of this information together. But just a few things, just number-wise, that I thought was really shocking. I actually did not grab the amount of participants. Do either of you remember? Was it 58-4?
I believe we were up in the good 60s.
I'm looking here really quick to see what I see in the rankings. Blah, blah, blah. I see 46. I see math hates me right now.
Oh, it doesn't hate you. It only hates part of you.
Oh, thank you. I wanted to say it was in the 50s. I don't see 60s, but yeah. So we had a good attendee pool, but then like a gigantic thank you to just everyone who did help out and do anything along with this race.
Absolutely.
So doing the math and not counting the three of us currently in the booth and Fizzle, so the 4 tournament participants, we had 7 other people, and really more than that, volunteer for restreams throughout the entire thing. So all of the speed gaming volunteers, and then 6 people from our community, again not counting us. We had 24 different trackers throughout the entire event, and 23 different people doing comps, with a grand total of 105 races. And that includes the qualifiers. And 2 MVPs for the restream here. Oslato, you did well, my good sir. 21 of those 101 or 105 were you. But Dark Moon, I mean, he's in chat right now, but if you see Dark Moon, give him the biggest thanks that you can. He streamed 24 of the races live and 25 of them as a Vicky afterwards. There were only 8 races in this entire tournament that went unstreamed, and that was due to the runners requesting no restream, not because we couldn't get around to it. So, like, oh my gosh, thank you to everyone who helped out in any way possible. We'll have a lot more after the race, but just, oh my. Yeah, you did that much, Dark Moon.
You did.
You got rid of the ones that were like no running and stuff. It was 24 plus 25.
Yeah, it was a lot. I have to also give immense credit to everyone who did restreaming, tracking. I mean, we want to put on a good show, and we want to make these flags work for everybody, but they're pointless if no one's going to watch.
Yeah. Like I said, we'll have a lot more after the race and during the race, but I wanted to give everyone a giant shout out there. I've got all the names over here. I might get a few up later. I just don't want to miss anyone. But oh my, thank you so much. Speaking of a race, ADR. Don't you have somewhere to be in like 2 minutes?
Yes, I'll be around it.
I'm sure you will.
I think you're running this thing tonight, aren't you?
He is. There are 10 participants currently in the race room hanging out. Well, 10 including me.
Yeah. So, if you want to go ahead and get yourself ready, we can take over comms and we'll talk to you at the end of it, my good stuff.
All right, take care, folks.
Have a good
See
run,
ya.
ADR.
Good luck.
While our friend ADR goes and prepares, the seat has been rolled.
And he kind of talked us through the changes on it, but for those of you who don't know or weren't part of the tournament and stuff, just some things to realize. It is an oops all loose, so that means all of our key items are going to be hidden somewhere randomly in the seed. It's not going to be the typical, oh hey, you get the herb from here, you go give it to the print, blah blah blah. No, none of that. It's all going to be randomized in boxes somewhere. We need, 36 shards now with the change?
Yep.
It's possible that we'll still be able to skip a fiend dungeon or two, but with that many, we might want to go to everything. So if you don't know, the fiends, Kraken and Tia, the two big fiends, are worth 4 shards. Carrie and Bitch are both worth 2 shards.
They would be if they were actually there.
I would say except for their alt fiends. So whatever fiend is at that location is going to be worth that.
Sure is. This is more entertainment for everybody.
Let's see, what are some other key flags that you remember from the vanilla set?
Oh, that we changed or that we have in there?
That we still have in. Like,
Oh,
what are some things that the people watching should expect?
All loose is still on. The canoe's still loose. No one decided. We gave him the option of a free canoe or the infamous tri-state.
Yep.
And
Something that was mentioned in chat is that like a Mazda was found in Sarah once. The Mazda is not actually incentivized, so that was just a 100% randomized treasure.
that is, it can happen. It has happened in several people's races, but it is not.
That's
it's not,
rando
it's
gonna
not-
rando.
It's rando gonna rando. That's right.
So our incentive items from our fetch quest, and remember this is only from fetch quest, so this would not be from like the king or Sarda or someone that you don't have to give them an item, is going to be the tail, the Excal, the Vorpal, the Opal Bracelet, the Power Gauntlet, the Rue Stick or Power Staff, and the Ribbon. So each of those will be out there at some fetch quest item.
Yes, it will. Those are still out there. I know ADR probably mentioned this, but the tail is going to be the real interesting one, because Bahamut is not only mad, he's mad and he's tough.
Yeah. I think that takes him up to Tia level, if I'm correct, Tia 1 level.
It does, and it gives him a whole bunch of fun abilities he could use against you.
So, especially if we're trying to promote early, that's a Tia fight at level 10.
It certainly is. That will be a interesting fight, to say the least.
And it's going to be really interesting because one of the flags that we had on for the normal tournament was the Bahamut Dock. So, the, we're going to be able to get it as soon as we get the tail. And, Classic Gamer thinking that the non-buffed is Tia 1, so it could be a Tia 2 fight.
Ooh. Oh my. Oh my, indeed.
Let's see. Other little things. We've got a couple of our normal quality of life flags turned on. So we've got the open progression. We've got all the early progression items. Titan Strove. Normal stuff there. Better Trap Treasure is on. So if you know where the trap tiles are normally in the game, whatever chest is behind them is more than likely going to have a better item. So you're going to have an ice sword in it or some sort of later game armor or something. It's a fun one to have around.
It really is. It'll be interesting to see that. I'm curious as to what alt fiends are going to pull out for us.
Me too. I remember ADR being vocal about this one in our planning chat, so we might have to ask them about it later. But we also have on the improved fire, lit, and harm spell flag. I don't know if it got a ton of use, but this turns fire, lit, ice, and harm, the single cast, like you can only target a single fiend or a single thing, into the level 3 version of it, but only single cast.
That is correct.
I
It
know I
also
used it on Witch.
it also
Yeah,
does
go.
buff up Confuse, if I'm not mistaken.
Was
Confused-
that one, or was it the power word that buff
No.
confused?
No, Power Word is up to 600, but
Yep, yep.
because of the level 1 advancements, Confuse actually gets better.
Nice. Just to kind of let the viewers and stuff know, is the gate dropped yet? Where are we setting with that?
We are 10 seconds away.
Nice.
Now, there are still a 10-minute
We're
delay.
still
so-
doing the normal. Yeah, we're still doing the normal. We're gonna wait 10 minutes to let them get a chance, do our normal delay. So we'll chat for a little bit longer, but let you guys know where we're at. Yeah, so 2 more things that we just mentioned there. Power word, so all of the insta-kill spells or like the stun, etc. That's a 600 health. So if the enemies have 600 or less and you hit them with quad X, they're gone. I know that came into a lot of use in even the fiend fights.
It
coming
did.
up. I think I quad XD a 2 once, hit her a few times, and then quad X, I'm gone.
I was a huge fan of that, and something that you couldn't forget. I know that someone like Fizzle was a big fan of using stun.
Yeah.
Because stun is
stun
also...
staff was
Yep.
The wizard staff became really good because if you didn't have quad X early, throw stun on them. The stun is going to make them cast Fire 1 on themselves. And by the way, Fire 1 is buffed. Excuse me.
Sure is.
And then the last little thing I want to hit here is life in battle is on, but it's life 1.
That's correct. Life 2 does not work in battle, which, if you can't find Life 1, or its roll is really high, you might be in a bit of a pickle, because bear in mind, this is a 4-forced party, with nuns and no black belts, so they could conceivably end up with no red mage. Or sorry, no white mage.
Yeah. And that life 1 makes it a really interesting gamble because anything hits that character afterwards, they're down again. So did you just waste a turn? Are they gonna miss? What's gonna happen here?
That is the big thing right there. Are you going to waste your time, waste your charges? Hard to say. But
Let's see. Otherwise, yeah, our unhonorable count is up a little bit. I think we're at 16%. Is what we ended up on.
I think that, yes, that was what we ended up on. Higher than the vanilla, but lower than what we initially had checked. We initially had it a lot higher.
Well, it's lower than vanilla Final Fantasy, but higher than what we're used to nowadays.
Well, higher than what we had initially thought. If I remember correctly, the first chat we had about that was, we're going to pump that up to a much, much higher level.
I think we all ran that and then went, yeah, we can't do that.
Well, we ran it a couple of times, did a couple of tests, and we came up with the idea that if you're diving into Marsh Cave and 9 out of 10 battles are unrunnable, the flag it becomes more of a slog than it does fun. So we decided against that.
Let's see, continuing on down the list. I've got the old flags up. Yeah, Thief Growth. We really made the Thief a character that you want to consider this time.
Absolutely, and to be fair, a lot of the runners, Thief became a meta for this flag set with the enhanced agility, the ability for it to run very quickly as luck. It was pretty good. You very rarely did not see a Thief.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are running like Thief as the main melee. So Thief, Nun, White, Black, or Thief, Nun, Black, Black, or something. Because you're guaranteed a Vorpal. You can run that thing.
I mean, Vorpal is best sword.
We'll agree to disagree there, my friend.
We'll have to have a talk about that during the OJ follow-up hour on this, because that is not.
We can take this off stream later, I'm sure.
Indeed, we can. No, the Vorpal in this seed because you don't know if you're gonna find what you want. Like, you know, the Vorpal and the X-Cal are guaranteed if you follow the fetch quests, but you don't know where something like the Sun or the Katana is gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah, you know you're going to get that Vorpal, and if you don't know our equipment bursting, -1 was the worst it can roll.
Correct.
So you had a good chance of it being positive, because weapons were -1 to +5, and armor was -1 to +6.
Mm-hmm.
So chances were that Vorpal was going to be a +1, +2.
Yep, and that makes it a great sword. I mean, it's a great sword all around, let's be fair. I mean, you get that thing with a fast cast and a couple of tempers, whoo, man, you're swinging for the fences. And I know I'm not alone in this.
I've used the Vorpal a good number of times. I'm not against it. Just Katana's better.
I mean, I have there's a legendary seed out there where every weapon was at -9 except the Masa. And I will admit, the Katana in that situation did do work. Because it was we were under special considerations that if you Warmech guarded the Masa, and if you died to Warmech, you had to restart the whole seed from level 1 from scratch.
Oof.
So we just that was the flags that we'd agreed to. And yeah, but a Katana -9, it does work. Now a Vorpal -9 is literally a wet noodle. No question about that at all. In that situation, yes. The Katana would win. But I am still on Team Vorpal, as it has saved me in a number of these runs. Not even in this tournament, I have used it because Chaos don't care about your X-Cal. He does care about your Vorpal, though.
I am under the same boat that Tia and Chaos is where you switch over to the Vorpal, unless it's just absolute garbage.
Wow. I mean, you can technically keep it on for Tia. Tia's still considered it'll still hit hard against Tia.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, for Chaos, I have made the mistake several times of going into a Chaos fight with that on, and Chaos just laughs about it.
Well, there's one more flag I want to mention here before we get going on that was in the vanilla game, or in our tournament, and then in our change tier going on. Other tweaks increase dark penalty.
Yes, that's a very important one.
If you get hit with dark, typically you're just like, oh, hey, cool, I got good sunglasses now. Who cares? If you get hit with dark this time, you're not hitting anything.
Correct. The dark penalty in the original programming calculates before accuracy comes in. Our great dev admins have changed it for improved dark to actually calculate after your accuracy comes into play, which then makes you have no accuracy.
Mm-hmm. This kind of goes back to what ADR was talking about, that we wanted people to like think and prepare about their dives a little bit more. And so Lamp is kind of a meme spell. It's always just kind of like glossed over. Is it this time though? Do you have Cure 4 in order to take off dark? Are you going to risk it? See if you can actually get it through that ribbon, or you can get 3 and 256 through the ribbon for dark.
That is the key. And that's the thing. So, here we have it. So if you're looking at the screen, you'll see there's our forced parties. Yes.
Sorry, I just saw Will Bloodworth's. Yep.
So,
what?
So what we have is a forced red mage, 2 forced red mages, a forced thief, and a forced fighter. How about them blur sings? What do we have? So, for our fighter, plus 20 hit and improved Thor hammer with a malleus of a -10 agility. That thief.
Thor hammer could be a good blursing.
Oh, but the thief, hurt undead, and an extra 15 agility to go on the 100 it already starts with. Malice of -1 hit percent per level. You can overcome that.
It's hurtful, but yeah.
For the red mage, +1 MP all, so all spell slots have at least 1 MP to start. That's pretty good, because you know how hard it is to get the red mage them spell slots. You get +10 luck, and a malleus of -150 starting GP. That's not
That could actually come into play.
It
Because they
could.
have 2 red mages.
Do. Assuming that it,
What is our starting gold?
Well, it's 150 gold less.
Is it 150 or is it 300 less? Because we've got 2.
Oh, it would be 300 less. That's correct. You are right. It would take double down.
So I'm trying. Starting gold is 400. We will be able to have 1 spell and maybe sell, or maybe save.
Maybe. That's assuming that you actually find something in the spells that you actually want. Let's be honest here. Several flags that I have run, several times I've run these races, where your level 1 is like slow 2, garbage. Like stuff you like. I would say dark is still bad. It's great if you can land it on, say, Kraken or Tia 2 or Kraken 2, because the dark penalty goes both ways. But at the same time, you really
chat here. Only need 1 to win. Yeah, Will Bloodworth is going to let those red mages and that fighter fall.
Oh, there's no question.
Will be solo thief from the moment those things die.
Yep, that is Will's plan. It's always been Will's plan. He is a solo man.
I know there was a small contingency hoping that at least 1 thief would roll this time so that they could do this.
Well, fun story about that. The entire race room agreed that if the first seed did not come up with it, we would give him a reroll. So,
okay,
a gentleman,
that's cool.
A gentleman and gentle ladies agreement in the race room has made that decision. So the first seed did not have. So we decided to reroll.
To reroll it. Okay,
all right,
that makes sense.
And
all right,
here
let's see. That is 100 gold. So,
oh dear,
Quad X. That's all we need. We can buy it for each of those red mages. We can get through Garland and get out of here.
So we're just gonna do a quick pause up here to get everyone into sync with our last runner. That will take a little bit, I'm sure, but.
Ooh. While we're looking at this, I hope Rag does not buy a rapier there. That'll take him down to not enough gold to maybe save.
All right, and we're all synced up and on stream. Will going right for the king. Hey, look, he got some money. He can use that.
That's a play that I've done in like co-op and some other games, but I never think to do it in just a normal race seed. Go into the king first.
It's not something that you typically do, no.
Because you're going to get teleported back here in a second. But
you are indeed. So, here we go. Taking a look around. Quad X, yep, well.
Luffy going straight.
Quad X from Luffy says goodbye to our old friend Garland. And going to check the chests. Oh, and there's a ship up there.
Okay.
And some
I'd like
adamant.
to see that early. Okay, so here's the question. Do you go over to Dwarf, or do you head off to Provoca to see, oh, but those pirates are buffed?
Yeah, no, you don't this time. We have buff pirates on.
You don't. You don't go there to maybe check the magic.
Thavian Hawk pointing out in chat that our first seed gave Black Mage, Red Mage, none.
It would have been horrible.
We would have been here for a few hours. Oh, there's your bridge. So
Okay.
Great, useless.
So at least we're not. I mean, we had the ship, but we're not walking to Dwarf.
No, we're not going to do that, thankfully. But at the same time, yep. Oh look, imps have cremate.
Ooh,
That's lovely.
Ragnarok paused on it for a second. Sleep 2 could be something that can get him through pirates. That could be interesting.
That is true. Harm on the other hand.
Auto speed, by the way.
No. This isn't an Oslaughter seed. This is an ADR seed.
Ooh.
I rolled the original that didn't have the thief in it. ADR re-rolled it, so blame him. I have nothing on
Sounds
this.
good.
Now there may be some Osloto bleed out in there. We'll see if we end up going around the world in 80 days. And Luffy he's going to see. Going to see what dwarves have. Now, I'm curious if any of our runners are actually going to remember that the buff pirates are on. Because, you don't want that. No, and Luffy has found the canal. We are out of the inner sea. Ragnarok meme. Oh, and the herb, too. Meanwhile, I see Ragnarok going for Provoca. I'm a bit worried.
Yep. We're checking spells. I can see coming over here to check spells because we need something. Level 2 Fade. That'll get us a long ways.
That will definitely help.
And if you didn't see one of our trackers, Stavian, telling us that the Adamant was the Opal bracelet.
That's not bad. You can't complain about that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is Fade gonna take out pirates?
He's trying. It depends on who gets first turn. Oh, it's a miss. Oh boy, they're swinging for the. They're swinging for the. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Yep, I think he's gonna get it. Unless Fade.
Unless we have a really bad low roll, I think we're fine.
Yeah, you're talking dollar store nuke at this point.
Okay.
And meanwhile, we have another undertaking on the pirates. Oh, looks is Luffy going to take on the pirates? Everyone's taking on the pirates.
I mean, with that level 2 Fade, I can respect it.
Assuming, yeah, okay. So Maddie gets Fade off. Good. Luffy, meanwhile, taking a little trip up to Matoya.
Let me go see if.
And Will has successfully done what he needs to do.
Classic Gamer saying Matoya could have been chime locked. Let's see if that's true.
Yep, that is one of the flags that they voted on. Does he bounce? He sure does!
He does. That is correct. That means we have to have the chime to get in there. That also means that Mirage is open.
That is correct. Mirage is wide open.
So we only need the cube to get up there.
We do indeed.
And that is what, only 3 chests that are locked out? We know Matoya is going to be a good equipment.
Matoya might
But
have
it's
something
possible.
useful, yes, but like you said, it's not going to be progression unless there's something in those chests. Now,
Yeah.
conventional wisdom, running enough of these seeds and calming enough of these seeds and restreaming enough of these seeds tells me that there will be something in there, yes.
Yeah, but the logic's going to expect it a lot later this time because of that chime.
Yeah, but remember, this is chaotic loose placement.
Yeah, that's fair.
We don't know where anything is at this point.
There's still going to be some logic behind it, but yeah.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Okay. Fast in level 2.
Fast is
Ice
not
2.
Yeah.
Not bad. You like to see Fast not sharing it with Nuke or something.
Well, there's Life 2 in level 3, but... yeah.
Not Red learnable.
No, it is not.
Is it Red Wizard learnable? I think so.
I believe so. And Luffy now picking up his Fade. Kill some pirates. Will talking to the dwarf.
Level 4.
Okay. Gotta get Brack. But then again, you don't need it anymore. You don't know who's gonna be there. Might be Kraken. It might not be.
Well, there's not much else low. You're relying on Fade for a lot. Fade and Quad X.
Luffy, meanwhile, the pirates are being awful rude to him.
Ooh, did we have 2 survive? Oof.
Wow.
3 low rolls.
That's
Ouch,
not
Luffy.
good. It's gonna come. Oh no! Booted out of the pirates.
Oh, Luffy.
He'll go right back in. Meanwhile, Ragnarok going up to the Attican Marsh. Speedy Gonzalez here heading up.
I like it.
It's a. There's only one person I know of who ran these flags who would not be going to Marsh right now.
Who would never go to Marsh until Loot was in it, and he was an hour and a half in the seed.
That did happen. That did happen. I'm sure everyone in
Twice.
chat knows who we're referring to. I'm not saying any names. That's Jay's thing, not mine.
Yeah, well, I didn't say anything.
Oh, I know you didn't, but you're thinking it. House is very expensive, as Stavian's pointed out, and we can all see $33.05 for a house. I don't know about that.
Sheesh.
So, Luffy.
Were you gonna get round 2, Luffy?
Well, no, he's already done it because everyone's out. Everyone's dead. Will, meanwhile, is now going to make his way to Garland.
Pirate's still there, though.
Well, Bicky will still be there, but
Oh, duh. Derpty derp. Hey, yeah.
once the civilians come out
tired.
to play, you know you're safe. Shout out to Ragnarok, by the way. I believe that is a Deadpool sprite. That's fantastic. And we're going to take a look at what
Looks like a Deadpool, I think a Chrono, and then I think I saw 2 Terras from Final Fantasy VI.
Interesting.
So, custom
Okay.
sprite pack.
There you go. So, the herb is the ruse stick. Very helpful.
Okay. I know
Alright.
Maddie's sprites are their own creation.
That is their creation. And we are... Oh, we have... The scums are unrunnable in...
Ooh.
In, Marsh. That's gonna be real fun. Less so if they have a script. Will's gonna pick up his Roostic. Be very happy with that, I'm sure. As the solo thief marches on.
Yep. And yeah, Thavian, right. Will's gonna have a little bit of trouble with those pirates without a Fade Caster.
Will's gonna have trouble with those scums as well. Because, remember, they do not take physical attacks at all.
Mm-hmm. And with this scaling being so low without orbs, it could be interesting.
Yep, he's gonna have to find Mage Stick, Zeus Gauntlet, Black Shirt. Even a Bane Sword at this point would be pretty good.
Yeah. Something to give some AoE.
So, we're gonna... and now Luffy has run into the scums. Oh, there's our first shard. Or in Ragnarok's case, it's a Biggs. The opposite of Wedge.
And there's Maddie grabbing her Roostic.
And Ragnarok on his way out. As Will hangs around the sea for a little bit.
Star Wars, really? Fabian, what did I miss?
Not sure.
Don't know.
Ask Oceloto.
Ask Oceloto.
Oh, that's great. Talk about throwing me under the bus. Oh, Biggs and Wedge. No.
Okay.
Sorry, man. I think of FF6. It's the first 2 characters you get with.
No, it's yeah.
It is. He's not wrong. He's
It's
not
the
wrong.
wingman. Yeah.
He's not wrong. Meanwhile, Dark Moon pointing out, yep, Will's gonna really have to get a ton of levels if he wants to take on anything that's coming.
Gonna need to go from shards too.
Yep.
Like the levels are gonna help, but we need those shards to make the levels come faster.
Yeah, he needs at least 8 of them to start getting his big bonus out. And though I worry about the scums, that's for sure. Because the fact that they're unrunnable, the fact that it's going to be just a time sink.
It's not where you think about going, but honestly, knowing that Mirage is open, there's a ton of chests right inside that you can save, run inside.
That is very true.
I might be running to Mirage to try to just gather as many chests as I can.
Yeah, you could do that. You could also hang out in the desert and see if you find something you want to fight to get some levels. But right now, you're too low.
Yeah. I'm really just trying to get items or get something to get going.
Oh my, there's our Roxy.
The problem with C is that, especially for Will, it's too long to get to any items.
Yeah, you have to make it all the way down to Mermaids before you can find anything really great.
That thief is going to run like crazy, but...
And it'd be hard to hit with the agility bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Will not going near the pirates. To be fair, the odds of the pirates having anything that you need is quite slim.
Pretty low.
It's not technically a turning quest, so it could hold something like Sarda or the Circle of Sages. But not necessarily.
The chances of it having 500 gold are just too much.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Sarda loves giving you pocket change or useless staffs.
Yeah, an iron staff I think I got like 3 times.
Yep, he's very good at that. Okay, Will's taking on the pirates. He's rusing up, so he's going for it.
Max roll gold bracelet down on Ragnarok screen.
Yeah.
In Melmond.
No thanks. No thanks. Oh, if they start critting, he's in trouble.
I don't remember. Do the pirates have any skills on them?
A script only if they're classified as unsafe.
Okay.
Yeah, and I believe the way
Oof.
that no. He's going Peninsula Power.
All right.
He's going for the pop grind. Yep. I had a feeling this might happen.
We've got 11 chances here.
Yeah. Well, assuming he doesn't
That's
get
all.
like a bunch of frost wolves that have AoE attacks, and looks like he's on a
No,
bad
you're-
hero run too.
You're gonna jinx it.
The commentator's curse is only real if I say good things happen,
Okay.
and then bad things happen. Oh, Ragnarok is diving into C early.
Yeah.
Like this play, bold, and a lot of money too.
Ton of money.
So we're gonna take a look.
Okay.
Heal 3 being red learnable, very helpful. Maddie,
Looks like
meanwhile,
Rag is gonna beeline it to mermaids.
absolutely. Meanwhile, Maddie is out of Marsh. Doing Will things. I mean,
I have a
listen,
feeling we'll be here for a bit.
mad respect to the man for taking that, because that the solo thief is his deal. At one point, I tried doing solo black belt on a flag set, not like this, and it was a nightmare.
Oof. Looks like we missed Ghost was zapped down on Ragnarok's screen.
Oh, good. Ghosts,
Unrunnable.
as if ghosts aren't bad enough. Meanwhile, Luffy is taking the fizzle play and heading straight into Earth. And the number of times in this flag set that we have seen Rod in Earth. That's not the Rod, but that's pretty good. See? That's commentator's curse right there. I say it and something
canoe, but yes.
you do.
Oh my.
Yes, Will is doing solo thief from chat. Yep, he's. We did have a gentleman's agreement and gentle ladies agreement in the race room that if we rolled the seed that didn't have a thief, we would re-roll it for him until we got one. Because you gotta keep some traditions should be kept alive. I happen to agree with him on that. And since everyone agreed to it, all in good fun.
Oh.
And there's our canoe.
Okay.
And that's a Thor
And a
hammer.
Thor hammer.
That can be equipped
Throw
right
that
away.
on the fighter.
Absolutely. It'll be the only time you ever see
some.
some.
Now is Rag gonna go to Earth Cave before Luffy goes to sea?
Probably not, because Luffy doesn't have the rod. So he's gonna clear it and then leave. Unless he finds it. In which case, oh, we're down the rabbit hole.
But I know Earth Cave is also very not enjoyed.
It's not. And as we just saw, the Bubbles Soda Co. would like to thank Ragnarok for once again helping to keep the world refreshed. Bubbles Soda Co. coming soon to an item shop near you.
Oh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program. So yes,
With that advert.
yeah, with our advert complete, we will move on. Yeah, the canoe does open up everything for Ragnarok, including, but not limited to, waterfall, volcano, ice, and everyone's favorite play, ordeals.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, Maddie looks like going to see Kraken as well.
Okay.
Well, going to ice. Going to sea. I don't necessarily think taking on Kraken at this point would be wise.
I mean, it's not Kraken, so why not?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Well, it could
It's
be
not.
worse. You're right. We don't know who's hiding down there, which means Brack, not so useful. So we got in the black. Oh, there's Temper way up there,
Okay.
and there's Harm 4, not useful. Will, meanwhile, is heading to look for better weaponry.
Yep.
Catclaw.
That Falchion +5.
That's-
That's put in some work.
Yeah, well, it's better than the Rapier +4, that's for sure. 25 across the board compared to 17, 32.
the rapier's crit's a little bit better, but I think you want the normal hits for a while.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need that. You're definitely gonna need that. Meanwhile, Luffy still trudging through Earth. He's putting that Quad X to great use. And there's your high expensive.
Nope.
I got Opal. You got Opal. Come on, Will. You got the Opal. You don't need the gold. Opal
The
plus
only thing
2.
I could see is if the gold had a higher plus, maybe, but nah.
Oh, there's your katana. Woo. Plus 2. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not at all. So, lobsters. Man, you gotta hate them. There's your ruby. Or cabbage
Yep.
in this case.
Or a cabbage.
Mmm, delicious. Now, normally I'd be sitting here with a pen and paper counting up shards to make sure things are accurate, but 36 shard count and 4 runners, I'll pass.
Yeah,
Opal plus 4.
we'll be here a bit.
Oh, we're going to be here for a while. There's actually a cabbage corp? Wow.
What?
Dave Hawk in chat pointing out the
No.
cabbage corp welcomes Luffy to the fold. I still prefer feeding the Titan something like paste or asphalt. It's way more fun. Will, meanwhile, is now into Earth, so he did not touch Marsh at all. That
You're
is...
gonna find that floater, so
You'll be happy to
plus
see
there.
that.
it's gonna
Ragnarok.
be happy to get that katana, even though we can't use it for a bit.
Well, that's the other thing. A buffed and angry Bahamut awaits whoever wants to promote.
Yeah.
Ooh, crown for Luffy.
That was the cube, though, down for Ragnarok. So that is
That's full
Earth
sky.
and Sky completely open. Or not Earth, Mirage and Sky completely open.
Yeah, and looking at his shard count, he's got 6 to start right now, so he's doing pretty good. Little just putting right along. Now, without the
Now
key,
he
they
takes
can't
the
check
dive down into
TFC.
the sea. Yeah.
But you gotta survive before you can, collect your winnings. Luffy, meanwhile, pulling the vampire. Goodbye, vampire.
All right, what do we got? Iron helmet.
Well, I mean... And Luffy now has to do the trudge back out.
Yeah, feels bad without warp or exit.
Classic Gamer, his stream's not frozen, he just wasn't moving. I checked. He's still there, don't worry. Oh, it definitely looked like it. I had to go check his actual stream because there's a webcam on him, and it's like, no, he's still there.
He's still moving around, just the stream isn't.
Yep, no, he's alive, he's alive. So, Will have to make the same trudge out, but he will make the trudge out quite happy with what he finds.
I think so. Also has cabbage.
It's a cabbage seed. Meanwhile, Ragnarok showing you that Thor hammer? That can do some work.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had that in, I can't remember, I think it was a Fall League seed or something. And it's like, oh my, I'm taking this to Chaos.
oh my, Ragnarok is going to see who's hanging out in Kraken's life.
Let's do it, let's do it.
I like this. This is a nice early play. Now, waters I hate. Ghosts, I hate that even more. Oh, there's Maddie.
I'm saying Maddie's on the ghost with Zap.
And kicked out.
Oh,
Yeah,
Maddie.
you hate to see it. You hate to see it. I mean, Maddie being what, the hidden 6th member of the team?
Yeah.
Okay, she
Came, join us for a little bit. and
absolutely.
Gave us a lot of input.
Oh, no question. I mean, guys like Darkmoon, for example, who will constantly remind you he does not have a vote,
He did not have a vote,
but he's
Oh,
still
I did.
there.
but no vote.
But no vote. Now, when I know you may have talked about this while I was doing some cut and pasting in the stream. Fizzle did kibosh. Oh, there's the chime. Matoya access. Yay.
Okay.
Fizzle did. There's a Bane sword. That's helpful. You want that.
And we know
Fizz.
Will's going to be going there next.
Oh, absolutely. Fizzle did kibosh a few ideas that we had for the voting, such as the vertical flip. There was three that he kiboshed. One of which was a war mech.
Yeah.
And there's Shiva.
Okay.
So here we go. We're gonna swing on the Shiva. Wow, that Thor hammer is. I don't know, Brack.
Shiva.
Oh wow, Brack does work.
Okay.
Hats off to Ragnarok for the quick Brack in the non-Kraken.
Shiva casting fire and then getting bracked. What is this?
This is a fun seed. We're already here. I'm gonna go check out what's in Waterfall. So that was great. I'm all gung ho. Oh, when it started to have? Yeah,
A shard.
yeah, it's not.
We need it.
It's not great.
It's better than 20 gold.
It's better than an iron staff, that's for sure. Oh, we get a high.
Yeah.
We get a high five from Luffy and Will, passing each other, saying hi. How you doing? How's your parents? Doing things good?
Will still needs to go down and pick up the items in Titans.
He
Split
does.
them.
But overall, right now, he's for the solo thief man. He's not doing too shabby. Ragnarok though, just blazing out here now. That's 4 extra shards he picked up from killing Shiva Kraken. And that Thor hammer, that's a good find. And I would bet you, out of bounds bat, he's gonna leave the unfortunately named Danny Red Wizard on the ground.
Oh.
Just, you know. This is why I'm glad no one ever names characters after me. I don't need to see a dead Oslodo on the ground. Oh, there's your $4. There's your 4 gold.
4 gold from the robot.
And then when you talk to him again, he's going to say, please. Please what? You had nothing. You had $4 to your name.
It's like, and here's your change. Thank you for shopping at Waterfall.
Luffy going to go check out what's in Matoya. Maddie is hopefully going to find a Bubbles. Oof. But down to a single Red Wizard.
Yeah.
Yeesh. And what's in Matoya? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not worth your time. We're gonna pop in, see what he can find. Last camera point out, please spend the 4 gold. Spend it on what? Like, nothing in the game
There's anything we can.
that's what I'm saying. Like there's like even cabins, which are cheaper than heals for some reason. Tents are more expensive than cabins. Buy cabins.
I love it when that happens.
Camping gear, man. It's just the way it goes. The Bubble Soda Co. would like to thank Maddie once again and helping the rest of us stay refreshed. Remember, we here at the Bubble Soda Co. use every part of the mermaid. Nothing is wasted, fully recycling. Delicious, semi-nutritious, now available in diet.
You don't know how hard I'm face palming right now.
That's the point. Listen, I was told by Saracen and Hate that this is what I had to do. I got drafted into that team. I am representing. We'll be back next year. All right, Maddie gonna make her way out. Remember Luffy? He might not be there.
Yeah.
He's not. Excal +4 though.
However, Excal +4.
So that means we don't know where Astos is currently. Because we haven't found him yet. He wasn't in Titans, he wasn't in Sarda. He could be Circle of Sages.
And we checked the herb, so we know it wasn't
Wasn't
the doctor.
No. Wasn't any of those.
So, Circle of Sages or Dr. Oon. I think it has to be.
No, it could be the can it be LaFane? I think it could be LaFane.
Oh,
Oh, Luffy meanwhile.
that flag.
Yeah.
And fairy?
Could be the
Okay.
fairy as well, yeah. I was going to say, it might be the fairy. But we're going to find out from Circle right now. Now, Luffy unfortunately not having the canoe. And Maddie going to bounce off Matoya's. And Ragnarok checking magic. There's your nuke. It is not learnable at this time.
Ooh.
Thank you for
Yeah, that's
coming.
a high level.
That is. Fabian pointing out, no shop item. Must have seen a double cabin. Did he get that? Did he get that right the first time on the first one? Did Ragnarok just find the?
This confused old man talked to the first one. Get it? How? No.
Okay, at least Luffy didn't. And they have money.
It's the one. Yeah.
Second. Okay, it was his second. Okay, good. I do like confused old man. It's one of my favorite flags.
Ragnarok mugged the old man for his money.
And Ragnarok heading to see what's in Volcano. Will is putting along on the sea. Maddie is gonna go rob the Sages.
Did you see? Did she make it out of mermaids, or did that
Nope,
solo?
she made it out of
die?
mermaids.
Good.
She did make it out. And with Luffy going to the desert, he knows that chime is not required
Yep.
for this.
Doesn't have the cube, but I don't mind the spike.
No, it's a lot of chests, and we haven't seen the Xbox
Yeah.
yet either. Let's see what we got here. Meanwhile, Maddie talking to Sage, talking to Sage, talking to Sage.
Little right behind.
Oh, there's the key.
Oh.
Well, if you're Luffy, I
Okay.
think that you're. And there's your loot. Oh, come on.
And the loot and key
Next to each other.
How? No, how?
Don't blame me.
ADR is not allowed to roll seeds anymore.
I mean, I'm okay. It wasn't me. The first seed I rolled was all mages. No one wanted that. Yeah, I was gonna say something tells me Luffy. Oh no, Luffy's diving back in. I thought he would go. Will, meanwhile, is
Yeah.
also heading that way, skipping all the chests on the first level. Oh, getting out of there. That's a bad
Yeah,
fight.
go.
Or he might have
Try
gotten.
to get greater than or less than room.
He might have gotten. Yeah, I was gonna say he probably got them the first time through. So that means he's got his key. He's got his loot.
Yeah.
But-
Will was right behind Luffy on grabbing them.
Oh look, mute guards. That's fun. We'll take a hard pass on that. Ragnarok is still in the volcano, potting around. Oh, welcome our champion, Pickles and Beer in chat, pointing out that the loot and the key beside each other happens enough. It's not surprising. I know, but it still kind of is. Here's your crystal. There's your rod.
Ooh.
There's your slab.
That's 4 key items so far.
And a ribbon.
Sheesh.
Wow. Provides. Second katana in hairpin, points out classic gamer.
Okay. Unfortunately, we can only swing one.
That is true. No legendary this
Will
time.
Flag win.
No legendary as of that we can see. Yeah, there wasn't even a legendary in any of the characters they didn't get, so. That was a definite loaded mirage for sure. Well, looks like he is going to head into C. He could be the first one potentially to get in the air.
Yeah. Let's see where Luffy goes with this.
Well, he's got
The
key.
plus the rod.
He's got the rod too.
It's the rod that scares me the most from.
Yeah, because he's in item go mode right now. He doesn't need anything else. Oh! Will doesn't have Oxyale. He bounced.
Oh! Oxy is...
Checks notes.
I don't see it. Where is Oxy? Oxy was,
Oxyale was Marsh.
Marsh,
The
okay,
one place
Marsh.
he... Because, remember, he never went there. For clearly obvious reasons. Ragnarok, meanwhile, still putting through Volcano. Doing pretty... Got a very fair click right now. Finds a nice black shirt, too. Gotta like seeing that black shirt. That'll give you something to do. Maddie also.
It really is the top. Yeah.
No, he's just saying she's also in Volcano. You were saying?
I would say it's the top 2 runners holding hands and the bottom 2 runners holding hands.
It is weird.
They keep doing the same things.
They do. Oof, a lot of money in that chest. Iron 4, some more money. Will getting some money. Shard for both of them. Shard for Will. Coral Sword +3, not bad. Copper
Yeah,
plus 5,
Coral
no.
Sword plus 3 is gonna be a big one for Will.
Yeah, he doesn't want any of that. What's none of that?
Something good for that deep to hold.
Yep.
That also might make C, once he gets Oxy, a little bit more tolerable.
Hmm.
Because we did up the elemental damage. The
It
damage
is.
bonus. It's at 35.
It is. But I don't think the Chiva counts as water? It counts as ice.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I don't know. That's an odd one. I don't play with the alt fiends a lot. They're fun, especially if you end up with Ashura in there, because that puts a bunch of Cure 4s into the pool. It does count as braggable, Fabian. We can confirm that. Aegis Shield minus 1.
Where is Shiva? Shiva is weakness of fire, resistance, poison, ice, and lightning.
So not stone.
Yep.
So that would tell you that it's almost like that was the 3 and 256. But you gotta give it to Ragnarok. He's going with he's level 17 across the board, and he's checking the.
Yeah, poisonous stone. So that's 3 and 56. Yeah, holy.
He's giving her, man. He's giving her. Ice plus 5 shield, really good shield. Yeah, that was 3 and 256. We'll have to talk to him about that when he gets here. Ooh, and he finds a ribbon. Ribbon in the red D chest. Gotta love seeing that. Luffy, meanwhile, gonna go turn his crystal. Now he's got next cal. He wants the tail. Now whether he gets the tail, power bonk good, not tail.
Okay.
But you can't. So far, I mean.
Yeah, Pickles. Ragnarok
Oh, look!
used
There's Astos.
Brack on Shiva.
We found Astos. Oh, he's got mute. Oop. Oh no, Quad X. Everyone's muted. Oh, wow. Nope. Now,
Luffy having all of the hard times with the buffed here.
I tell ya.
I think had the hardest time through Robot, or through,
Meanwhile,
Pirates.
we had Nifrit. In good spot for him. And Ragnarok lights another one. Ragnarok just sailing through this. Did we not make this hard enough? Although I will say, as Classic Gamer is pointing out, these are the perfect spots for these fiends. Ifrit's in Volcano, Shiva's underwater.
Yeah. Are we gonna have a Titan in Earth?
That'd be nice. Question from Pickles. I don't know if they get the weaknesses of the boss they replace. That's a really good question. We should ask a Devitman one of these days. And we are into ice.
I'm just reading off the wiki. We've got the alt fiend guide, and it tells me their weaknesses.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, like Classic Gamer saying.
I don't think they do. I know we're going to be seeing them again. Oh, Will has found a Mage Staff. He has an AoE. Now he can go do Marsh. Okay, so Astos is Matoya. Luffy just quad X him off the bat. He doesn't have that much health.
Just hoping that we can have
Oh!
a couple of good turns. Toxic.
He's toxic.
Okay.
Matoya's not messing around as Astos. There's the mute again. There's...
Ineffective. We're good.
Ooh, quad X fails.
Ineffective. We're not good.
Well, he's buffed, remember. He is buffed.
Yeah.
We did
We
that.
done a decent amount of damage, though.
Yeah, and quad X still didn't work. So we're gonna swing. Oh, and there's Zap. Now the ribbon is on his red mage, so he'll be fine.
Okay.
Which is
Try
good.
Another quad X.
No!
We're still over 600 HP.
Oh, he has resistance. Nope. That's a beefy Astos. That's a lot of...
We were at least 601 HP, all the way up to 800 something, 856 there.
That was a lot of XP and a lot of money from killing that Astos.
Luffy, save! Luffy, save! Luffy, save!
He did, he's okay. Meanwhile, Ragnarok taking a peek at what's down in the deep, deep ice level. Will has made his way into Marsh. He'll get his Oxyale.
Is this an Aga grind for Maddie, or is this just a random Aga? Let's see.
I think no, just not random. Okay. It was just to grab the second chest.
Just grab the box. That's fair.
Couple of Frosties. Will finishing off the top of Marsh. Money. Heal pot. Money. Not useful. And there's the old eye. Who just gets obliterated with that hammer. Oh, man. Level 19. Yeah. Did you see the shard count he's got?
Which one?
Ragnarok.
Ooh, I think I saw at least 2 full rows, if not third. So between 12 and 18.
Yep. He has a ton of them. He has just got his foot to the floor. Good on him. Now, this is the man who in the race room chat said he was rusty. Mm-hmm. Alright, Maddie pulling up to Ifrit.
Alright.
Well, that's a good thing I have right off the bat. Swing that Thor hammer. Ooh, never mind. Well, I'm going to protect you from that. And Ragnarok. Yep. Ragnarok out of ice. If it's got Cure, that's just annoying.
Yeah.
Quad exit. Yep. Get. Oh, 1 shot, 1 kill.
We're gonna be close.
It's
Ooh, no Quad X.
No Quad X. No Quad X charges left.
Fade.
Gotta go with fading it. Nope. If it swings back, time to just straight fight it out, I guess. Oh dear.
That red mage gonna be hitting. I didn't see how much damage.
Not a lot. 2 damage.
2 hits, 2 damn.
Oh dear.
We got nothing here.
Okay, hold A and pray. And Crack finishes it off.
And Crack. Oh, Maddie.
We're getting there. But again, this is a marathon. This isn't a quick race like you'd expect. This is a bit of a slog. So Will, now being where he's going to be, he'll grab his Oxyale. He also had to be the first person, if he wants to, with an opportunity to check the chests that are locked.
Yeah?
I can't think of anything in there you actually want. Like...
Yeah? We found the 2 katanas. We've got... No, there's not much.
Not much at all.
Yeah, Tails gonna be incentivized. No.
There's the Xbox.
Oh.
Well, turn around.
So that's a Mazda.
You were... No. Good
Not
sir.
level 14.
Yeah.
No.
No, good sir. You are good, Will. You are a legend. That is not the kind of legend you want to be to date. Ragnarok, meanwhile, grabbing his tent, grabbing his key, grabbing his loot. It's all there. Meanwhile, Luffy looks like finally heading off to sea. So that will give Luffy the chance to get in the air first with the canoe. Fabian Hawkenshot, I think you might have missed an R, because canoe and fist in the air is something. I think that's different. Rage Against the Machine chat. The more important question is, does Luffy go in carbonate bubbles like the rest of them have? Gaskinger pointing out that most will not see the mask chest. No, probably not. To be fair, it's locked marsh. Most people wouldn't bother with it. And Will's making his way out. Ah, and Luffy has the key. We can actually see what's in TFC.
Yep. We can see what's in TFC, and then he's going to get the canoe here really quick, so...
Ooh, but there's those ghosts with Zap.
Yeah. But Luffy's a little more well-equipped to deal with them than Maddie and Ragnarok were.
Yeah. Kind of.
I'm shutting up now.
That is commentator's curse, sir. But it's you know, you gotta dive it again. Ragnarok, meanwhile, finding out that you know, Mirage, the greater than less than, is loaded. He has 2 ribbons to his name right now. Black shirt, 2 ribbons, pro ring. Oh, Luffy. Luffy, no. That's the wrong way, bud.
Oh, are we going down?
Yep. Meanwhile, Maddie is back on the Ifrit floor.
At least getting back down here is a pretty quick task.
True. Thankfully, it's not, you know, like Earth. And that is the Devil's Chest with 666 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And he runs into these again. Ah, but he's got turn order.
A blue dragon grind.
And Ragnarok is in Sky, because he does have the cube. That...
I'd be interested to see if Will takes that blue dragon a few times.
Possibility.
If we find a dragon sword or something, the thief can hold it.
Ooh, white shirt plus 6. You can't equip it, but you want the invis casts. And another $4.
We're gonna leave it. We got a roo stick.
Yeah, I suppose. Metal slimes.
Speed and power.
Speed and defense sword.
Speed and hey, look at the sword.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the sword.
Hey, I agree with Fizzle on a lot of things. I don't agree with the Earth dive thing. It's betrayed me too many times in this tournament. The 2 times it betrayed me were the 2 times I lost. There's nothing in
Will headed down to mermaids.
it. Good. Will finding those zap ghosts. Although I gotta say,
Maddie taking on.
ooh,
Yeah.
and Luffy's
This
out.
time we have our fighter alive.
Yes, with
This is more doable.
with that Thor hammer, that is doable. Yep. Goodbye.
5 hits. Yeah. No, we're good.
Goodbye, Ifrit.
We're
And
good.
Maddie is through. Meanwhile, Luffy and Will both still struggling in the sea world. And Ragnarok is in the spider floor. Come on, Luffy. If you go the other side, there's a mermaid there you can kill. Or not. And Will keeps running into that. That's a big pack of ghosts. You do not want to fight that. Sun Sword? I'd go back for that one. No? Okay.
Maybe.
Nope. Doesn't want. Thought about it. Didn't want it.
I don't know if Ragnarok's found their X-Cal yet.
I do not. No. I don't think
Okay.
so.
Because if you have X-Cal and if you have the katana, there's, I guess, the red mage can hold it.
Yeah, you can give him to the Red Wizard.
Yeah.
Dragon armor.
Okay.
That's nice.
Oh.
And Will
That would
has
turn out for the dragon.
his canoe and has found his Thor hammer.
Good. Let's just get out of here now.
You know, well, the Thor hammer doesn't do him any good with the fighter KO'd. But yes,
No, but it's another AOE.
true. And now he can get in the air if he gets out of here.
Yeah. Will can be the first in the air.
Yep.
I think there's a good chance of that.
Depends if he runs into this that Luffy did again. But I think he moved an AOE item onto that fighter. Yes, he did. No, he didn't.
And if not, we just got that Thor's hammer. We need to move it up.
Yep. Will. Come on, Will. Come on. Oh, well.
Yep. Ah.
Oh, well, we can't hope for... Oh, and Luffy's kicked again.
Oh, Luffy.
Why
The
does
problem
this...
is he knows that something has to be here.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is all that's left for him.
Yeah. He knows progression is somewhere in this
I
area.
just don't know why he's trying to force his way down to Kraken. go check out mermaids. There's items there.
He might be under the runner's thing of, well, if I go down and kill Kraken and get the 4 shards, then I have the 4 shards. Might as well get it over with. Will, meanwhile, is done in mermaids and is heading outside. Probably heading towards a desert. Assuming he can get away from this.
Like 20 steps.
Yep. The key thing is he doesn't want to see ghosts, and he's out.
Cool.
Ragnarok, meanwhile...
That has got to be a big relief.
Oh, huge. Ragnarok's picked up his 6-pack. Heading for CC's Gambit. Or in this tournament, it could be called Thavian's Folly. Depends on who you want to ask.
And why is that?
Sure, he can explain it to you.
Sorry, Thavian.
He did win that race, he did. But the first thing he said when he got into the room for comms was, that canoe was in CC's Gambit, wasn't it? Yes, it was, sir. Yes, it was. Canoeless race, though, give him credit for that. He pulled out the win on that. And he's a good sport about it. Shoutouts to Thavian. Yep, first thing you said. Meanwhile, let's get out of... Will is out. You know where he's going. Very quickly.
That rune sword. Okay.
That's okay. That's not bad. Coral and Rune.
I'm okay with this.
Technically, I believe Shiva does classify as a spellcaster.
Correct. At least according to the wiki, it said mage.
That'll do it. And Will is in the air at 49.50. First one.
Our solo thief runner, the first one in the air. I love
Okay,
it.
there's your double houses. There's where your no item is.
Okay.
That's crazy that he's first in the air. On stream. First in the air on stream. There are other runners doing this.
Yep. We have, what, 5 more runners off stream?
We do indeed.
I love it.
Oh yes, the insanity is real. Alright, confused old men for Will. Nope. Nope. Nope.
3, 4.
Oh, no, he got on the 4th one.
5.
Oh, unrunnable airs for Ragnarok. Ew. I hate airs. They are the worst element to find. No weaknesses. Alright, so Will is going to abandon that and go look for the bottle. And Luffy finds Zap Ghosts again.
Oh my.
But at least he does have the mage staff on the fighter. Assuming he survives. Because they still hit like
but can we
trucks.
take out a Shiva or, with just a fighter?
Well, you never know.
We're gonna find out.
I'm looking forward to this.
Bottle is the Vorpal +5?
Ooh.
Okay.
Now that's a weapon. I know the katana's
And
+2.
I'll put that on over the katana.
I would take that over the katana. Katana +2, Vorpal +5. Vorpy, Vorpy, Vorpal. So... Will just needs the tail. And to kill
Yeah.
Bahamut.
And a lot of levels.
A lot of levels. Speaking of a lot of
I'm
levels...
curious if he's gonna go up and check the trap tile though. Because I could see Will taking this blue dragon upstairs.
You could take the blue D, yeah. Now, speaking of levels, have you checked out Ragnarok's current levels?
No, but I see the health.
Yeah. Last I checked, he was up at like 17, 18. And Luffy's kicked out of sea again.
Oh, Luffy. So sorry.
There's one half of our Duckling Dawn. Thinking about it. I don't hate that. To take a minute to consider your option. Just breathe.
Yeah.
Will's got...
Luffy knows something has to be down here.
Yes.
He's done everything else.
Yep. Yeah, he literally cannot do anything else but go in here.
Yeah. He's checked
Oh!
Earth, he's checked
There's
Mars,
our
he's
Wormack.
checked the rest.
Because it is required.
Yay, yay.
It's required. He has to fight it. White shirt, yep. See, you didn't leave it behind. You took it. Fast.
This will be also interesting because Will knows where that Maza is.
He does.
So if he can take out the Wormack here,
Well, that's Ragnarok. Well, yeah, because he'll have to take up the Wormack here. Oh, Wormack's got Cure 3. Wait a minute. Cure 3 doesn't appear in that pool. but it does appear in one certain Fiend's pool.
Ooh.
Think about it.
Tier 3. I'm looking.
I think
don't
I
remember.
think it only appears with one Fiend.
I only see it in Odin.
Yep. Pickles.
Oh, we're seeing Ashura. Is it in Ashura's?
I thought it was, because she tends to have a lot of healing.
Yeah, okay. Tier 3 is in Ashura and Odin.
So we're guaranteed at least one of them. Oh boy. This
is why we have a wiki.
This is why we like all the Fiends. Meanwhile,
And Carbuncle.
oh, don't be
There's 3 options.
Don't be Carbuncle. Oh,
It could be Carbuncle.
I don't want to see. Come on, I want Ashura. That's what I'm looking for. And Luffy is once again booted out of sea. Oh dear. Oh, Will's about to find the Astos fight for the power bonk.
Yep.
This will be a rough one for him.
I mean, we got a ribbon.
We do.
We
We
got
have.
the Roo Stick.
Yep. He's going Bane
Bane.
strats. I like this.
Does Astos
Oh!
have any... Oh,
He's got sleep. Oh, he woke
no.
up. He woke up. He woke up. He's got Brack too. Holy crap. I always
I
forget
don't
when.
think any of the resistances change with buff, does it?
Nope. It doesn't. Because you can
Yeah.
still quad X him when he's low enough. Meanwhile, Ragnarok through Warmech.
Okay.
He does have a ribbon, that's correct. But you never know with the randomizer.
Well, yeah. And what I was saying earlier with the Wormec, when Will sees that and has to go through it.
Oh! Oh dear. See?
Oh, no.
That's when the ribbon doesn't protect you. Although, oh, it is Carbuncle. Damn it.
It is Carbuncle.
Ah, damn. Ah, well.
Weaknesses, none.
Yeah, Carbuncle.
Resistances, poison, fire, ice, and lightning.
That is the one thing about Carbuncle. It doesn't have any weaknesses. It's a bit of a nasty creature to find.
Yeah.
And it already
Nothing
cast.
too crazy with spells, though.
No, but it cast fast on itself already.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Will still baning away, bruising up.
And so that does mean that Wormec probably had Carbuncle 2 spells, because Cure 3 is only in the second.
Correct. Meanwhile, Maddie getting the $4 and talk to the robot to say, please, please spend my money, or please give it back. It's all I have. I don't know. Meanwhile, crack from Astos. Only Bane. Not gonna do it. Bane again.
Yeah, definitely went for the power block.
There. Luffy has found the cube. Unfortunately, he has no exit.
Ooh. Found the cube, but has he found the
No.
canoe yet?
No. It's on the other side.
So don't run out. Don't run out. Don't think
No.
it's just the cube.
No, Luffy's not going to do that. I have faith in Luffy. Yeah, see, Fabian pointed out. He did find it on his
Okay.
first dive. He knows it's there.
But is he going to try to run out? Yeah.
Well, the only
That's why I kept
problem...
going right.
The thing
Okay.
that scares him is probably running into more ghosts.
Yep.
But yes, Fabian pointed out, he probably thinks the cube is progression. That's definitely a possibility.
He needs to go down right side.
Yes, he does. You know, Ragnarok taking a jaunty little sail around. Probably heading for Earth, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think that's about what we have left.
Well,
Unless have we checked key locks yet?
No, but he's already taken out every single fiend except for whatever his lich is, or whomever lich is. So why not? Thing is, though, Tail still has not been found, so that tells you where it has to be. It's either the TNT turn-in, or it's the slab turn-in.
What other item haven't we found?
Those are the only ones. TNT is the only item we haven't found yet. So it could be TNT is loose, and either that or the slab leads to the tail.
Mhm.
Ragnarok has
Sorry, I
his
was trying.
float.
What other item haven't we found? One's got to be TNT. One's got to be float or slab. What's the other?
No, we have slab.
item that we haven't found? No. Excal, Vorpal,
Oh.
Powerbonk.
We found Excal, we found Vorp, we found Powerbonk, Opal, Roostick. The only thing left is the tail.
An incentive ribbon?
Ah.
Probably an incentive ribbon.
Nope, that's what we're missing. The ribbon. The ribbon and tail are the only two left. So one of them is in the TNT and one of them is behind the slab. Oh, Maddie, please be careful with those. They're not fun. The fact that they're unrunnable.
Coming out.
Oh, Luffy made it to Shiva.
Okay.
Okay. If his thief is swinging that coral sword, then they do not inherit that. Because that did no damage.
Davian, I think I'm actually okay with this because he's been dying to the ghosts, and that's mostly due to Zap.
Yeah, he's not actually in a
So-
bad place.
Yeah, I think he can take out a single fiend. I think it's just the unrunnable Zaps that he can't.
Did you happen to see Ragnarok's shard count?
I know we're above 24. We were counting earlier.
He's 3 short.
Oh my.
He's almost in go mode. But again, you gotta keep thinking. You might want that tail.
I did notice we did not go to Earth.
Nope. Luffy, meanwhile, out, finally.
However, with Airship,
And
I'd
he's...
hit Cardias.
Absolutely. And Luffy
You
is...
may not need to touch Earth.
Luffy is rediving. Yep, and Ragnarok going to Cardia.
Are we? Let's see if Luffy redives. Is he reset or does he go through?
Let's see.
Okay, we're walking.
We're walking.
We're
Yep.
going back down.
Yep, he's gonna take it. Going to what is the FFR community has named the worst inn in the game. Luffy is
So much walking to get there.
Ragnarok needs 2 shards.
Yeah, this is why I like Cardia.
Oh, Cardia's a great play. And these seats, Cardia's great play. I mean, I'm pretty sure you made it further than I did, so I'll defer to you.
Barely.
As one half of the OJ Power Hour, I mean, I have to defer to you for some stuff. That's just the way it has to be.
Alright, nothing.
0. Bupkis. Nothing. Looks like planes, though. Alright, Luffy, you made it. And your reward is your canoe.
There we go. Now walk it out.
Well, he's gonna have. Well, he's going to. And the Thor hammer. Equip the Thor hammer. Please. It's actually very helpful. Will, meanwhile, check in the closet. Falchion, Silver, Bonk, Shard, Light Axe, money. 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 Ragnarok, meanwhile, just searching for shards at this point. He could dive Earth, but I really don't think he wants to.
If he dives Earth, I think it's going to be pretty much a beeline to Lich.
And there's your TNT.
Like you could find some elsewhere, but you know there's 2 down there.
There is indeed at least that. So yeah, he could just go straight down. Bubble Soda Co.
Yeah.
would like to also reach out and thank Luffy DV for being the 3rd runner on stream to Carbonate Bubbles. We say to you, it is our promise to you that every single can of Bubbles Soda is only going to be the freshest and the crispest. We promise that. That's our promise to you, the consumer. Luffy, leave. You have the item. Please.
Go. At least get out and save before you do this.
Will, meanwhile,
You know who it is, you have to keep-
Will's walking it out. He's not gonna see who Lich is, which we might not actually find out who Lich is. Soda has a shard, doesn't he?
Correct.
This is it for them.
That means Ragnarok's down to 1.
He might be done. He's done. Ragnarok's full.
Done?
At
Okay.
level 27 across the board.
That's
He's
that's
not.
not bad.
That's not bad. He's not promoted, but he
Did we
is.
check TNT with Ragnarok?
He doesn't have it. It's an
Oh,
Earth.
that's right. That's right. It's an Earth.
The only thing he has left to check would be Lefane. And I don't think he's doing it.
We have Thor's hammer, which puts in a lot more work than you think.
Oh, I've seen it while he's putting in a lot of work. And he's got, he's not going to fizzle himself. He's got full heal pots.
Mm-hmm.
And at
I
103,
might have gone to revive that red.
103.29, he's in. Our first runner on stream to take on the Toph.
Classic Gamer, I think he can hammer his way through this. I really
Oh. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't believe Ragnarok was actually in the Winter Tournament.
do. Yeah, I believe he started with us and then had to bow out. So,
Well, based on what I'm seeing here, I'm kind of glad he did. He's on fire.
me too.
He is blazing through this.
This change flag set having almost double the shards and still entering Topher at an hour.
Yeah. Now, that Thor hammer's done a lot of work for him, and that's huge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's Jim. Gotta love to see the Jims. Of course, they have cremate, which
Yeah,
is very unfortunate.
Don't sleep on improved Thor hammer. If you find that thing early, oh my.
Will is gonna go turn in that TNT right now, I assume. Crown first, which Crown was the X-Cow, which he doesn't care about. Unless he wants to sell it.
Why are we?
Maybe he wants to... No, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why he wants that.
Is he gonna do it so he can bring up things like no?
No, not Will. Will solo thief, man. That's it.
Are we gonna throw? Okay, we haven't done air or sky yet.
No.
We're gonna throw the X-Cal out the window.
Odin is in the pool. Because there he is. In Lich's spot.
Okay.
Goodbye, Odin.
Ooh, TNT is a ribbon, which again, we're getting rid of stuff to pick up a ribbon.
And that means we know where Tail is. It is in Lefane.
Which we do have. Like, we have the
Yep.
airship, we
Yep.
have stuff to do it.
Everyone has it. Alright, so now Ragnarok can be pulling up to Ifrit 2.
Interesting.
Swing that hammer again. That's still really good hitting with that Thor hammer. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of damage being pumped out there. Doing the cheeky quad X. Hits it! Goodbye, Ifrit 2. Meanwhile, Maddie has found Shiva. That's crazy fast that we're moving this way.
Mm-hmm. Maddie down to 2 characters though. This could be an interesting dive.
Yeah. It's gonna...
That fighters can take care of business, but ugh.
And Luffy, at 106.32, has raised his airship. Well, sorry, 106.32, he popped his bottle.
Right. And just FYI, the improved Thor hammer, equipping the Thor hammer doubles the attack power in battle, including the damage from your strength.
Yep. Well, here we go.
And gets rid of it.
Ooh, Shiva bodies that. Oh, and that's a miss. That's a miss menu. You fasted the dead character. Oh dear. Oh, and nuke. Oh boy. Oh,
Okay.
oh Shiva, you are gonna be, you're not happy. Ooh, quad X. Nope. A little early. Swing with the hammer. 4 hits, 79. Oh. Okay, that's better, but. Ooh, oh no. I think this might be a wipe in Topher. Oh, maybe. Turn order? Nope. Wipe. Luffy, meanwhile, heading to get his
Grabbing the tail.
tail. Will we get to see our first person fighting a buffed Bahamut?
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
And that for Luffy is probably the last thing he's gonna do before looking for shards.
I think Ragnarok's going to be right behind him on this. Just translated our slab.
Yep, he wants. Yep, get the tail done too. He know. And well, Ragnarok doesn't know that that's for sure.
Correct.
Because he doesn't have the TNT. But Luffy does. Well, he doesn't care. I'm just curious to see.
Question in chat, Floater was in Earth Cave, and a lot of them have like just faded it and checked the other ones.
Yes.
Our canoe was in Sea Shrine, so we had to take a long path to get both of them to get the floater.
And Astos is down for Will, finally. Yeah, Maddie has not done Earth. Maddie found the canoe and now the cube. Okay, Luffy, gonna pull it. Here we go. Gonna fight. Ruse. Fast. Fade? Fade? Fade.
Yeah, fade.
Oh! Nope. Nope,
That's that fighter now.
that fighter has been bodied. Damn. That's nasty.
I thought I saw a Quad X. I think it's too early for Quad X.
Definitely is, and I don't think that thief is going to be able to bring up the damage. Check. Now might be a time you can try it.
2 out of
Got it.
63. Yep.
Woo! Alright, so Luffy at 109.20 is the first on stream to promote. But look who's right behind him at Ragnarok. Walking down with the tail in hand.
X-Tail's on.
Will's got his tail, he's coming next. Oh boy.
Ragnarok still with a high shard lead, obviously having all of it. Luffy at about halfway. Have you seen Will or Maddie's yet?
Will is 1 full row plus 2,
missed
so he's 8.
Okay. A little
Matt-
bit behind Luffy, but not far.
Maddie just got one, so I don't know what her current count is. Meanwhile, Bahama just bodied that red mage. And bodied that fighter too. And done! Ragnarok through!
Okay.
Level 29 across both of his characters. Whew. And Will, pulling up with a solo thief. Here we go. We're rusing. Bahamut says, I'm gonna swing. No, not happening. Ruse. Miss. One more stack and he's... Nope, he's pretty much evade capped now. Power up. Power up. Power up. Alright, Ragnarok now, with that done. Taking a quick pit stop into Corneria. Revive his characters. Well, Will takes some swings at Bahamut. Oh, and he crits through max evade. Yeah, I hate to see it. Meanwhile, Ragnarok. Yeah, that's it. Put that put the katana, Vorpal. There you go. The Thor hammer is good, but a +5 Vorpal, much better. All right, Will taking on Bahamut for round 2, and accidentally used the Opal Cheerio. Forgot to put the power bonk on. That'll do it. That will do it. Alright. Meanwhile, Maddie pulling up to... Alright, so
Chiba.
shard count has 2 full rows plus, but looks to be almost a third.
So 12.
Okay,
13,
there you go, right
14, oh, nope, 3 rows.
3
So
rows.
it's 18, 19, 20, 21.
21, not bad, not bad. She's getting real close. Alright, Will, once again, pulling up. We're gonna ruse. Never mind. Bahamut just says, you know what, I'm done with you. This is the 3rd time I've seen you today. I'm gonna smack you right out of there. Luffy, meanwhile, collecting some shards.
Luffy pause. Luffy pause. Let's see where you're at.
David Hawk pointing out, at least it's a short safe run. Yes, we didn't turn on the Hall of Dragons. We're not...
So Luffy is at 23 shards.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, rused up. We're gonna power bonk time. That power flowing. Power, power, power.
I think the ruse was the big thing we needed.
Oh, absolutely. Unless he crits again. He did crit through his max evade once, and it was pretty bad.
Do you know what sword Will is swinging?
Based on that color? Coral?
That makes sense. I think it's the best we found for solo.
Yeah, if it would be it'd be green if it was dragging it, but he's through. Will Bloodworth has promoted and can now use his
Alright, let's get
katana
that
or his
katana.
Vorpal. He's checking the stats.
He's gonna go
75 crit.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta take the Vorpal. Yeah, he was swinging a coral. There you go, Will.
I remember the coral and the dragon are the best that the thief can swing naturally.
Yes, they are two of the best. Meanwhile, Ragnarok once again pulling up. This time going to go a little bit different, though. With a Vorpal and a Katana to swing. Vorpal hits for 10, 622. Goodbye, Ifrit. On to everyone's favorite floor. Everyone loves the water floor. Ugh. Maddie, meanwhile, picking up some party members. Out of C. Very happy about that, I'm sure. Will, meanwhile, probably looking for magic. I'm gonna pick up some Quad X. He's finally got access to spells once he gains an odd level. Luffy, meanwhile, looks like he's heading down. Gonna get his ribbon out of the red dragon chest. Oh, meanwhile, Seafood Party Pack for Ragnarok. Chug some heals. Not moving party members around, and we're back to Shiva. We're gonna use the white shirt. We're gonna use the ruse stick, and we're gonna invis too. And nuke as the opening move. Oh dear. Invis 2 comes out, we get our stacks. White shirt comes out, double the stack power. And the ruse stick to give that now 2 stacks of ruse. Time to swing for the fences. Fast comes out. The Vorpal goes in. 6 hits, 294. White shirt out again. Fight, fight, and fast.
I'm just glad to see him not try a brat kill again, since we know that was a 3 and 256.
That is something.
Probably.
Well, Quad X should work now.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Alright, he's through. Ragnarok is through. Shiva will have to take on Carbuncle, which, as you said, has no weaknesses. So this would be just a pure power move right here. Just give her. Yeah, that does appear to be what Will might be up to. He is back where we're in Marsh, is he not?
Yeah?
Well, there's only one reason to go back to Marsh.
There's one big reason to go back to Marsh.
He won't. Yeah, the levels are what he's looking for. Classic Gamer pointed out, looking some fast levels. Yep, that'll do it. Meanwhile, Ragnarok pulling Carbuncle 2. And Luffy getting through, Ifrit.
Okay, so I think that takes him to 27.
Carbuncle's got Saber. That's fun.
Okay.
Swing with that Vorpal. 7 hits for 306. White shirt comes back out. Fast comes out. Carbuncle using Ice 3. Although, to be fair, I've noticed this in a lot of the randomizers. When a Fiend has Fast or Saber, it never does anything with it. See? Blaze. That's not what you expect.
Yeah. Carbuncle has Saber normally. That's not even shuffled.
The Quad X is already queued up. I'd say this is the end of Carbuncle. Yeah, this is the end of Carbuncle.
Especially with that big hit.
Yep. That means Ragnarok is moving in. He's headed to Chaos.
Alright, Maddie about to find her
Key in the loop.
Loaded Mirage.
And Will has pulled the War Mech, which we know doesn't really have
Alright.
a lot. And meanwhile, Ragnarok pulling up to our old to Chaos. Here we go. We're gonna white. We're gonna ruse. We're gonna invis 2. So we're putting our defenses up. Okay. Chaos hits for 116. Alright, so we're gonna white, fight, fast. White shirt comes out. Fast comes out. He's got good timing. Swing with the Vorpal. 5 hits for 387. Slow 2 does land, but not on the one that it matters. Fast gets through. Oh, there's nuclear. Low rolls though.
I was about to say there's the nuclear from Wormek too.
Yep, and Will's out at level 26 with a +4 Masa.
Plus
Woo!
4.
Can't complain about that. Meanwhile, Fire 3 comes out, Wall coming out to probably protect his little living red wizard. Another white shirt. They're probably getting close to evade cap. The fighter definitely is. Or the knight in this case. Swing. 5 hits for 270. Slow comes out. Does not land. Fast comes out again. Swing with the Vorpal again. 8 hits for 415. Swing with the Katana. 5 hits for 325. This Chaos... that ain't gonna work. Quad-X on a Chaos doesn't do anything. The Fade will. 111. Swing with the Vorpal. 4 hits for 272. Swing with the Vorpal again. 4 hits for 416. Fade comes out. Dollar Store Nuke being Dollar Store Nuke. X for... Oh, that landed. Yep, better put Wall up on that one. 4 hits for 305. Swing 4 hits 206. Chaos. Miss, because it's a smash. Wall comes out. Fight. Fade. It comes out again. Dollar Store Nuke doing Dollar Store Nuke things. And Chaos comes back and says, I got something better than that. Oh, here.
24 health. Oh
Aim,
my.
pray. And he's got it!
Oh.
Ragnarok, our first finisher on stream. With an official racetime.gg of 1 minute 19:06. And I can report the first finisher. He is the first to finish. Get your GGs out, chat, for that. What a race that was.
That is awesome.
That was fantastic. Right at 24 health. That is
24 health at 119. That's still a really fast seed.
that was very good for that many shards. That was impressive. That was very impressive. I gotta say, that was fantastic. Meanwhile, as we look to everybody else, we see that we still have Will with his new Masa just decimating whatever comes his way. Maddie's still trudging through Sky, as is Luffy. Oh, yeah. So, gonna go into the spider room, pick up some more shards. You gonna take that opal? Yeah, you'll take the ice. And Luffy not that far away from getting enough shards to put himself into go mode. And we are joined in chat.
We are joined by a Ragnarok.
Ragnarok, GG's! You were the first!
Thank you. My heart was pounding after that first dive.
That was
believe it.
That was skin of the teeth there, good sir. Skin of the teeth, but I gotta say, very impressive run. Like, just that Thor hammer definitely did a lot of work for you.
Oh, absolutely. I had to go back and take a look at it because I didn't do my little select beforehand. And I saw improved Thor and like, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, what were your thoughts and everything? Just the seed and then what we changed?
Well, when I first went to Matoya and I couldn't get it, I was like, well, now I know what's Chime locked. And then as the sea progressed, I went from sea, skipped going to Sky, thinking, well, I don't have Chime, can't get into Sky. And that's the reason why I went north.
Okay.
And then it dawned on me after a certain amount of time, I'm like, oh, that's right, Matoya. After I saw the crystal, it clicked. Well, not after I saw the crystal, but it clicked beforehand. I was like, oh, I can go to Sky. Because I have the cube. I don't need it. Matoya's Chime locked, not Sky.
Yep, that's...
We wondered if anyone was going to do an early Mirage dive with knowing that it was open.
It was... I think the moment that really capped it off for me was when you hit C and said, you know what, nope, I'm going to Kraken, and then hit the Brack. That is a 3 in 256 chance, sir.
Sometimes you just gotta get lucky.
I gotta say, because there was actually quite a debate whether or not that Shiva would have inherited it, Kraken's weaknesses, and the consensus is no. No, she didn't. So you pulled off a 3 in 256, and that was a moment.
It was awesome.
Sometimes you just gotta, hold down and just throw your hands up and pray.
Well, that was sorry, sir. That was your chaos fight, because that was 24 HP after that nuke came out of nowhere.
Oh man! As soon as I came, I was like, "Oh no, not another wipe, please!"
Well, I
Just
guess
start swinging.
it was definitely edge of the seat. Definitely edge of the seat. Just an update for all of our viewers. Off stream, we have Ale finishing in second place at 123.39. Goats Pirate finished in third at 126.39. And our good friend ADR has finished at 128.48. So, Ragnarok, again, congratulations. The first on stream for the guy who said in the race room he was rusty. You didn't show it, sir. Not at all.
It's been a while since I've actually done stream.
I will give all the congratulations to you, because that was quite impressive.
That was a masterclass in it, really.
Yeah.
That was fun to watch.
Yeah, for the
Thank you.
for the extra shard count, for all the difficult things that the community has put in, I take no responsibility for how you guys voted. Meanwhile, just to give you an update, Luffy has made it to Carbuncle. Maddie needs 7 shards. Will is killing Agamas. He's grinding on Agamas, actually. And yeah, that's where we stand right now. Gonna be interesting to see what happens next.
I guess I don't hate this grind. Okay.
Well, he's only
32 on that ninja.
that ninja's gonna be deadly.
Still want to see how many shards Will has. Oh, Luffy is full.
Luffy is good to go. He'll be heading there next.
I think last I saw Maddie was about 20. Luffy's 1 shy. Okay, it looked full.
Maddie needs, I think, 8. I think last I checked, but
Okay, last I saw, I counted about 23, 24. So.
yeah, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're definitely. And Will picks up another ribbon. And kills another red D.
Taking a few extra encounters there. Don't hate it.
Nope, not at all, not at all. Luffy diving to ice, looking for shards.
Okay.
Because he doesn't care about the TNT. We know what the TNT is. He doesn't care about that. Not one bit.
Did we see him check cardio?
I gotta think that he did, but no, I haven't. I don't think he did.
Thanks, Pickles. Thanks.
I like.
I don't see Phoenix in the stream. Go. No.
Yeah, I haven't seen Phoenix, although I did see a lot of puns in this chat, so his presence is still being felt. We should have him on as a guest on the OJ Power Hour for sure.
I love it.
Maddie, meanwhile, pulling a Warmech. Will annihilating an Ifrit.
I think this is the required Warmech.
That is the required Warmech. Yes. They asked for it. So we're gonna heal up. Warmech has Cure 3. We're in a white shirt. Will also diving into ice. Luffy still looking for that couple of shards. Warmech uses fast, assuming he actually can hit something, or does anything. White shirt comes out.
We know Warmech has a nuclear in his script. So.
Has stop apparently. That actually landed.
Okay. Yeah, think Ragnarok, you got through this one pretty simple. There was nothing really that were meant to do you.
No, it was a pretty good run for him.
He did hit me with nuclear.
Yes.
Did see that.
Must have missed that one for me.
No, I remember seeing that at the end. But right now, Maddie's just kind of trying the quad X strat, and nope.
Ooh. Aquatic does not work for Mars.
It could be close. Exfer, gotta love Exfer. Oh, Fabian has pulled Warmex code. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Ah, never mind, Maddie's through.
Okay.
A lot of XP there.
Question chat from our old friend ADR. Ragnarok ran a 3-man. He killed off one of the red mages.
You have any thoughts about bringing that one back even for Topher there, Ragnarok?
I did not. Once it fell, I just picked up one of the other ones after the Pirates fight and just went with 3.
Mm-hmm. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
We did notice it was like, nah, he's not bringing that back up. That's gone for good. Luffy, meanwhile, is making his way through Topher.
Yep.
Here we go.
Phantom.
The wrong eye, the hoser, the eye that never does anything.
Just a pain.
Oh, well, I mean, in the original game, he wasn't even a good grind. He gave you no experience and no money.
Maddie threw Carbuncle there.
Good. Will out of ice. Still needs some shards, but he'll find them.
I once again missed Maddie's save, so I didn't see shard count. But hey, we'll eat some sandwiches.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, there's Odin. Goodbye, Odin. Because Luffy...
Bye, Lich.
Yeah, same thing. You gotta feel bad, because it's Odin. You know, he's supposed to be this great, you know, legendary god, and it's like, oh, you're dead,
You get
sir.
Lich's HP.
Yeah, you're Lich. You're the worst of the worst. Should probably get someone to code that out. Odin can only appear in Kraken or Tia spots. ADR saying in chat that he went fighter red mage to change it up. I respect that.
Yeah.
This
Bonus
is
race gotta have something different.
This is the time to do it. It's just for fun. You were just gonna, you know, relax, kick back, enjoy your glass of OJ, and, you know, watch a stream. Watch 4 streams. Will has his thief up to level 36. Ninja, sorry. And Luffy takes care of Ifrit 2 without any sweat. Did anyone else just catch that Maddie just got the bridge boss at an hour 31?
Finally walked across the bridge.
Yep. Never used it, so you know what? Kudos to that.
Bridge boss hype.
Absolutely.
But knowing that you can take that back river dock. Oh, the guy does not have a floater. So yeah.
Nope, no floater. Must do it this way. Luffy pulling Shiva 2, who we know from what happened to Ragnarok can be a little bit of a pain.
Mm-hmm.
Flash. Didn't see that before.
Where was Power Bomb behind?
Crown.
Matoya.
No, sorry. I was going to say Crown because it was Astos that had it, but we had shuffled Astos, so yes, it was Matoya.
Yeah. It was Matoya had Power Bomb.
So where was the chime located?
That'll make me dig my notes.
Yeah, I never got the chime, so I have no idea. At least I didn't think I did.
Chime.
Meanwhile, while you're doing that, Luffy lost one red mage and is pumping the rest of them. And there's the nuke. And it low rolled.
We did not write it down in our notes. Whoops.
Meanwhile,
Nah, you're good, Fabian. There's a lot to deal with there.
this is a busy night for streaming, that's for sure. Oh, but look at that. Luffy actually has life. There you go. Very helpful. Will, meanwhile...
Yeah, I really forgot to go back to life.
I think so far Luffy's the only one that has it. Oh, Will has run into the ghosts again. Everyone's favorite fun.
Oh man, those were rough.
Yeah, unrunnable zap ghosts. That wiped Luffy at least 3 or 4 times. I'm sure we'll ask him about that when he gets here. It wiped Maddie a number of times.
They got me the first time around, so I just reset so I could get a different encounter table.
Very smart. Very, very smart.
Yeah, Luffy was stuck in sea forever with those things.
Oh, and he was going Kraken side first, which is... Alright, Maddie is in at 133.47.
Okay.
And first thing, Chime was Marsh incentive. Thank you, Fabian.
Nah.
Nah. Not happening. Will, meanwhile,
Oh, so
walk...
maybe I did get the chunk. I'm sorry.
It's lit up on the tracker.
Yeah,
So-
so it's lit up on your screen, but
But, I mean, to be fair, you didn't really need it. You kind of just buckled down.
well, and like you said earlier, you thought it would be Mirage, and I was like, oh, hey, I don't need that. Probably just cycled through your head where it was.
That's true. Luffy, through Carbuncle 2, heading for Chaos. Full party still intact. Look at the HP on that fighter. Woohoo!
I survived a couple of nuclears.
You did. That last one was the one that got scared, I think, everybody. Luffy doing some rearranging.
Doing the same slots that you did.
Listen, you're talking... Take it from the Oslodo Paradox, Oslodo. That slot matters.
Yeah, slot 3, all the
Slot
way.
3 matters. Those crit loops can literally save you.
Hey, I've done it too. Yes.
Not like I did, though. You were there for it.
No. Thankfully, no.
Alright, so we're gonna ruse, we're gonna white, we're gonna... I think it's power? Slow 2 comes out.
Power bomb.
Yeah, slow 2, who cares? Ruse comes out, power comes out, white comes out. Fast on the ninja, that's very helpful. Power, and wall. Wall.
Okay.
Got white coming out, white, and power bomb. And chaos
Power bomb.
misses.
Are we swinging that X Cal or the
No,
Vorpal there?
he switched to the Vorpal. He switched to best sword.
Okay.
Luffy's smart guy. He's gonna know what to do. Maddie, meanwhile, down at the bottom, pulling up to Odin. Goodbye, Odin. Trying the cheeky Brack. That's not gonna... 3 hits for 349. Ooh. That Chaos knows where to aim. Oh dear. Yeah. No, he's okay. He's okay. Heal 3 comes out to try to get some HP back, because we know this Chaos has a nuke. Heal 3 comes out. Heal all around. We're gonna ruse again. We're gonna fight. Heal. Power. Heal. Meanwhile, Maddie resetting out of Topher at the Ifrit 2 fight. Looks like lost the characters that they needed. Slow comes out from Chaos. Swing 2 hits for 66. Not great. More Invis 2 stacks. Here comes that Vorpal. Oh, there's the Vorpal. 4 hits for 10-12. That's the best sword right there. Swinging
That's
for
a beefy hit.
That's swinging for the fences, that is. You want to see that. Chaos is not long for this world if that keeps happening. Gonna do a swing, fade. Swinging again with that 4 hits for 714. Slow 2 does land on that ninja, but at this point, I think it's kind of an X-Parrot, because he's still hitting for 3 hits at 251. Fade, doing Dollar Store Nuke at 82 damage. Dollar General, if you prefer. Fade comes out again, does 242. The swing again, 5 hits for 692, and get your GGs out in chat for Luffy, our second finisher on stream, with an official race time of 1 hour 37:04.
telling them.
And we are joined in the booth by Luffy.
Oh, hey. I was just talking to Maddie. Hi. Suddenly I wasn't.
Luffy, I guess the first thing we gotta ask, ghosts.
I was telling Maddie I'm still seeing ghosts. Why is there something always bad for me in Sea Shrine? Like,
I do not know, sir. I am. There's some regret there. I
was telling her, I think I got zapped through the ribbon at least twice, maybe 3 times. It was just the strangest thing. I got crit through max evade at least twice. So to the point where I moved the fighter thinking maybe I'm just in a bad slot, and then everything else was getting obliterated. I'm like, well, I guess it's not the slot the fighter's in, which just really sucks.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't great for you, that's for sure.
C had it out for you today.
C definitely had it out for you, but you pulled it out. You stuck with it. Took you a bit, but you got it, and GG's for that.
Thanks. I see Davian's good. When the canoe was on Mermaid side, I went Mermaid side first, and that's when I first saw the ghosts with Zap, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go in and I'll go Kraken side, and there's nothing here, then whatever, it's fine. I can just, maybe go Mermaids if need be, but then the ghosts would not stop. So that's why I didn't get the canoe and come back, because I didn't know the canoe was there, and I wasn't gonna go Mermaid side after that. But then I said, if there's anything over here, I'm never coming back here anyway. And then I found the canoe and got a really good laugh out of that one.
Yeah, someone may have been yelling at you a little bit to go right. I don't know who that was.
Yeah, well, the cube helped on Kraken side as well, but everything about that was terrible.
Yeah, that was quite a couple of dives. It was it was something to see, that's for sure. Unfortunately, it's like, oh, come on, Luffy, how does this happen to you in every game that I'm a part of? How?
It's fine. I can show off how bad it can be, and you can still press through.
We can indeed. I would report that Matty has given a forfeit. They are done at this point.
GG's, Maddie.
But GG's.
Yeah, ow. I'm gonna lick my wounds a little bit here, like, ow.
We can assume that you also ran into, and we did see it, the ghosts with Zap, which caused lots of fun problems.
Ghost with Zap was less my issue. I think I got by them once, but Shiva herself just stopped me dead.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is probably gonna cause some issues between you and Luffy, but your winner Ragnarok did a cheeky brack and hit it, which is because Shiva does not inherit Kraken's stat line, so it's a 3 in 256 chance. He bracked her and just walked out.
Yeah, I mean, nah, that's fine. It's fine.
We were all quite shocked on stream on that. That's for sure.
Yeah, is she like resistant to Thor Hammer? Cause that was all I had going into the late. I'm like,
actually,
28 damage. I'm level 30.
Mr. J. Shardell, why don't you tell them what they're weak to? Cause you looked it up.
Wait, what? Who went? Oh,
Shiva. I believe.
Shiva. Let me scroll down just a little bit. Shiva's weakness was fire. Resisted poison, ice, and lightning.
Lightning.
So yeah, resisted the Thor Hammer. Because I'm like, yeah, I can't. When I did 28 damage, I'm just like, I can't. I have nothing that can get past this thing.
So, as an update for all of our viewers, this is where we stand. So, once again, Ragnarok is finished in first, Ale second, Goats Pirate in third, ADR was fourth, Luffy in fifth, Iker is in sixth, Will Bloodworth still in progress. Both Herbie B and Maddie have DNR'd and forfeited.
I feel bad. I don't DNF too often, but I couldn't.
It's a fun race. No one,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely for fun. But yeah, okay. So where was any good weapon?
X-Cal was the crown.
Yeah.
Where was
+5 was out there.
Yeah.
Where was that?
That was bottle turn-in.
That was bottle.
There you go. There you go.
And let's face facts here. Best sword. We saw some of those crits off of you, Luffy. 1060, 1026 on a Vorpal. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
it's a wet noodle most of the time. It's a special place in my heart. I really like that sword, but it doesn't do much. But then when it's +5 and you put enough saber into it with the power bonk, that thing hits very, very, very hard.
It certainly does. Looks like we have a couple of guests joining us. ADR, welcome back.
Hello, y'all.
Hey, ADR.
So yeah, one thing that I think we should point out: what'd y'all think of that greater than less than room with everything?
I highly regretted not going there sooner, but part of me forgot that the chime was shuffled.
Same here. I did too.
Where was the masa?
Masa was in locked marsh, and Will does have it.
I see that.
Yep.
You know, I almost went back there. Almost. Because in a practice one of these I ran the other night, Canoe was in there, which I thought was really funny. But I didn't.
I do also see a lurker in our broadcast booth who would be very disappointed to hear people going back to Marsh, or going to Marsh in general.
I don't think there was anything in Marsh, was there? It was pretty dead.
The chime, I think, is the only thing in there.
Yeah.
Yep, Chime was the only
Chime
thing.
and with Oxtail there.
It did lead to the power bonk eventually, which was not quite maybe necessary, but really nice to have.
It wasn't necessary. I promise. I didn't get it.
It would have been nice. I had like fast lock 2 in a dream.
So, I can confirm via chat that Fizzle himself ran alongside. Can confirm, sad about Marsh.
What level was exit again? I thought I saw it. I thought I didn't have the money for it, but then I could not remember where it was.
That-
I felt like that was one of my big things.
That we can pull up. Exit was level 5. Slot 2, level 5.
So the red mage couldn't learn it without promotion.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even go back for. I completely forgot.
Yeah. I went back for life because I wanted that, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, Tail was also on the list of things Maddie never found because... Yeah.
Yeah, slab turn in. After the first wipe it over, I had to go and check a couple of things. Like, I either need a third ribbon or I need a tail.
Yeah, I was level 30 and everyone was done so far. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm not. No, I'm good. We're fine. I didn't even have floaters, so going anywhere was like a massive chore.
Yes, Floater was hanging out in the Earth Cave.
Yeah, I was told.
Yeah, the very first box at the top. And I
Depending on your routing.
I left.
That was
And-
painful.
And I think it should come to a surprise to everyone that Will Bloodworth was first in the air.
Yeah,
Amazing.
It was amazing.
that's right.
Amazing.
I mean, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Fizzle
From here on the ground, I'll just yell really loud. It'll be fine.
Fizzle said he had the floater in 5 minutes, which makes sense, as Fizzle does tend to go directly to Earth as soon as he can. And last located Canoe.
Yeah, that sounds about
Yep.
right.
Yeah, I got that early canoe in C, and I was feeling pretty good about myself. Then I died. It was great.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
if
really
we
had stream pairs on. Luffy and Will kind of did the same routing, and then Maddie, you and Rag kind of did the same routings. It was really kind of cool to watch.
as
Well, I
not,
mean, if I've got the same routing as the person who won the race, I feel good about myself.
Yeah.
well, as an aside update, Will Bloodworth is now taking on the required war mech with 1 shard to go. So he will soon be where he needs to be.
The swag.
Well, I had to give the people a show. Gotta go kill that required war pack.
He's killed 2 of them so far. Because he went back for the Masa. He has a Masa, a Katana, an X-Cal, and
Yeah.
the Vorpal. Why he's gonna do it with the
And
X-Cal?
Am with the
Throwaway
Thor
things to
hammer.
pick up the X-Cal.
Hey, that Thor hammer was awesome.
It was good until you hit Shiva and she was immune to it, did 28 damage at level 30.
Well, it
My level was higher than my damage. It was not fun.
didn't matter if you're Ragnarok. I'll just brack her and just move on. Whatever.
I was
No.
just thinking it was the same Kraken and just, you know what, we'll just bracket and go figure it out. I didn't realize.
But it worked out for you because we are like, I can say he just bracked that Shiva.
I wish Saracen was here to tell him to put a Duck Derby thing of what element all of the death spells are, so that eventually I'll remember what a Pro Ring protects against.
Well, good news, Luffy's here.
Yeah, Luffy, come on.
Nah, don't put me on the spot like that.
Also, yes,
I was watching Will Bloodworth. I honestly wasn't listening.
that is one thing. Will got slowed from the Kraken, or sorry, from the Carbuncle, and when he fought Astos, he managed to brack him through the ribbon.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Snap through the ribbon. The ribbon's nice, so it doesn't work.
Man, I saw like 1/10 of this seed apparently. Just hanging out with the king still, like, oh hey, we'll have some tea, it'll be great.
You guys in your early canoe.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
Maddie, I do want to say I was tremendously impressed watching you park in that river system by Matoya's cave, though. That's a veteran move right there. That was cool to see.
I mean, it felt like the right thing. My main thought was like, I hope I get the 2 shards from the key checks in Corneria, and I needed to grab something while I was there anyway. I don't remember.
So Will never got Sarah.
No,
Will
he
was
no.
finally getting his Garland kill.
That is so great.
He just got his bridge.
That's priceless.
Oh,
That's great.
that's.
I love it.
Well, I mean, again, shout outs to Maddie for the bridge boss at what, an hour
Yep.
31.
Yeah, I didn't realize I hadn't crossed the. I don't know how I didn't cross. Oh yeah, because I jumped
Yeah,
in the ship. and
You
went
took the
to
ship because the ship was early.
Yeah,
just
that
wanna
makes
say-
way more sense.
I just want to say, is there any greater, show off of the randomizer than getting Sarah at an hour and 48 minutes when you do that in the vanilla game in like 30 seconds? Like, I mean, come on.
Not if you're running with Will Bloodworth. Nope. not with Will. He's dived Topher. He's 149.31, and he's in Topher. He is going to wreck the place, I'm sure.
Level 4 ninja. This is basically like a black belt. So good luck.
Yeah.
If I hadn't
much.
dropped, I'd probably still lose here because I just
There's
No,
a lot of power behind this ninja.
And he's nice enough to
What's
check
the-
the chests.
I mean, you know, when you're the last
Masa?
one racing.
The Masa rolled up +4.
Oh yeah, he's gonna just
Yeah.
wipe the floor with everything.
Well,
That is a spicy
He's-
blade.
He's got his choice. He can pick up the Masa, he can pick up the Katana, he can pick up the Vorpal. He's got dealer's choice, really.
Man.
I
They
mean, isn't
all
the
rolled
boss
up.
the correct answer?
Vorpal, I think, is gonna roll a little higher with all those crits too.
Vorpal will have
yeah.
more crit here. But
For the
Masa
record-
is more consistent.
For the record, it was the Masa that I was swinging with the infamous Osloto Paradox. Just saying, it was a Masa. So yeah, it can be great unless it rolls 6 hits for 29 damage for 10 minutes straight. So sometimes it's better to have the Katana.
I was sitting on that katana after I found it, and I'm like, man, promotion's gonna be great, and this ninja will finally, or this thief will finally do something. Never found the tail.
Tail was behind Lefane.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it was mentioned, and I'm just like, I didn't even find floater, so I was so far from that. By the time I hit my end, I'm like, nope, I'm good.
Well, we determined it had to be either under the TNT or the slab. Because at that point we knew everything else.
Where was the TNT? I see Will has it. Where did you pick that up?
Oh my.
That one I think is in chat.
Might be ordeal.
That one I'm pretty sure is in chat. Let me go find the notes. All about TNT was Lich's closet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. More.
It was Earth,
Got
yeah.
it.
Gotcha.
Someplace